Hello, everyone. What is going on? My name is Timpedia, and welcome back to the TNT Podcast, episode 61. The ship has sailed on censoring. Spoiler, that's since I came up with the title already, although I'm going to forget it. I'm going to forget it when I'm uploading, and then fucking call it something different, and immediately be blown out for it.
Oh, that's the secret. Gotcha.
We are back with the full normal crew this week. Am I right?
I'm assuming I'm usually on the right, but
Yeah.
I am Friedman, also known as Andrew, but to you listeners, I will be known as Friedman.
And on my left?
Just Tyler, finally back after weeks of not being here, but it feels like years.
I mean, I guess because you missed the comeback week last week, and then we were all gone for a few, whatever.
Yeah, I was gone, man.
Speaking of gone,
claimed me.
Speaking of gone,
gone.
Daredevil's gone.
Yeah.
Fucking mad. I didn't get a chance to watch this season.
I just threw it in there right away.
Of Daredevil. But yeah, all right. Well, let's start off with this.
Daredevil's canceled.
With everything else, has been canceled.
The fucking one holdout. Marvel was like, now we changed our minds. It's done too.
Which is fucked up. The one good show, I heard it was good.
This season, really?
Yeah, I heard everyone I know who watched it.
Okay, because I heard the third one came out, or was this the fourth?
The third season.
Okay.
Nah, third season.
Because I heard because I remember first was pretty good, and then we stopped watching during 2. I've said before, but I heard that after the Punisher 2 got less good. And
I don't know. I liked the second season. I thought it was kind of cool.
Okay,
that's my opinion.
I have an important question.
Yeah.
How many Marvel licensed shows that are on other services like Netflix are there still?
Does this mean there's none?
No. There's Cloak and Dagger that just started on Freeform.
What
and
fuck?
Freeform's ABC Family, so they was formerly. So
which is odd.
But that means they're owned by Disney. Like, I'm curious what outside of the Disney network.
And then there's the Runaways. The Runaways is on Hulu, and they just started their second season.
Okay, well, Disney now owns Hulu, so because Fox had a 60% share and they bought Fox, so Disney owns Hulu now. So I'm curious. They're trying to get it off of all the non-Disney owned platforms. And I'm wondering if this had to do with it or just Daredevil just wasn't doing it.
I don't know. Well, so here's my thing. So when me and my hottest of takes. Actually, we were talking about this at my buddy's wedding, like when we were all just chilling out. We're like, because it happened we got the news during the wedding. And we're like, oh shit, or like during the reception. We're like, oh fuck, and we were talking about it, and we're like, yo, what if they're just gonna, cancel all these shows and then put them on the Disney's like streaming service?
That's what
that happen?
Happening. Yeah.
Like, how would that work? I feel like it'd be hard to do.
I actually bet they will not relaunch these shows, but launch other shows that still reference these shows. You know what I mean?
That'd be so fucked.
Like, what if Daredevil shows up in another show? Like, I don't know. Maybe they will. They probably will, honestly. But
that would be so broken. I mean,
let me put it this way:
to do some weird shit.
I feel like if this was going to get canceled and or if this was going to get moved over, they would have waited, because they could just not start production of a 4th season right away. And then once the Disney streaming service is finally officially announced, even though everyone knows it exists, then you say, hey, we're canceling any future seasons with Netflix and moving it over. I feel like canceling it now means the show is done.
Kind of. So just because there's a lot of, what's the term? Legal issues with canceling and then restarting with literally the same staff.
Yeah.
If you try and do that, chances are you're not going to end up with the same staff. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's really fucky. I know that the hot take is very much out there, but honestly, it's possible. But it's
only Disney knows. Only Disney knows what's coming with the new service, and we just have to kind of wait and see. I think for right now, I'm just going to assume that Daredevil is over, and he'll show up in other stuff Like, there were lots of pictures of, like, oh, is he going to be in the TV show about Black Widow or her movie or something? Like, and who knows? No one knows but Disney, but...
Wait, are they doing a Black Widow movie?
I'm pretty sure she's
joking
getting... No. I'm pretty sure... I thought I heard she's getting something of her own.
You're telling me that Scarlett Johansson is going to be okay with doing a TV show?
Well, no, but I'm saying maybe she is getting her own... I don't know. I'm probably getting her own movie, but that would be weird to see Daredevil just in a movie like that.
Doubt that. They've been doing stuff like that, like making sure things were separate. I think the only dude who's appeared in both the show, actually two people. Who was it? Agent Coulson, the dude who plays Coulson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's her face? The fuck's her name? Oh yeah, that's another show that's going on right now. It's on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still a thing.
I can't believe that's still going. I
don't know why.
To be totally honest, I thought I remembered hearing that was canceled a while ago.
Yeah, nah. What the Peggy Carter.
That got definitely canceled a while ago.
That was a hot mess. But she was also in the movie and the TV show. I kind of wish they had more crossover stuff, though.
Yeah,
I
but
think it'd be
as soon
cool
as the
to
TV
see...
got bigger, they were probably like, nah, let's leave them separate.
I know. It would just be really cool. It'd be really cool, because I know, well, obviously, everybody knows that, like, Daredevil and the Punisher, like, and, like, just those two guys alone, like, they team up with the Avengers a lot. Mostly the Punisher. Even though they don't like him. I don't know, it'd just be like pretty cool to see.
Honestly, it's probably just that the movies have so much that they need to do that they can't really afford to shoehorn it in, and they're never going to call someone to a show because of how much they cost, which is why it's super weird that there's going to be a Loki show. Because that means they're going to pay Tom Hiddleston to be in a show, and they're going to have to find CGI budget or cheat it a lot somewhere.
I was gonna say, getting Tom Hiddleston is gonna be fucking expensive.
Unless Disney figures out how they want to pull off, like, unless they're just like, fuck it, everyone will watch the Loki show. Let's super budget this thing out of proportion for a TV show.
They would make that show just for Val.
Literally printed to RTV.
Yeah,
fucking.
That's it. Val would throw money at that bitch. I'm sorry, Tim.
No, I knew this.
All your money's gone.
There's a lot of Loki-shaped objects in this house, so.
No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of screaming fangirls and boys.
Yeah. Mostly girls.
Screaming fanboys.
Mostly girls. Yeah, on Tumblr.
Right, are we skipping topics now?
No, I'll get to that later.
Why?
Yeah,
that's a great transition.
It's an overarching theme of the night.
But it's fine. A perfect transition.
No.
I like the transition.
No, this works. This transition works. This is gonna work.
Speaking of Tumblr dying and falling apart.
Everything's dying. There's a lot of things dying.
Tumblr
and dying shows.
So Tumblr's gonna die.
I was this morning or yesterday, but Tumblr announced, due to the fact that you can put anything on the internet. That's pretty cool. But sometimes it's not cool. Sometimes people post shit on Tumblr that's illegal, like child pornography. And when stuff like that happens, Apple has to come in and swing around the App Store dick and say, "Get off my face." And they just kick you off the App Store. And that's exactly what happened to Tumblr. So Tumblr decides, rather than actually do the job of cleaning up their site like places like YouTube do, they're like, fuck it. If your content seems like it might be mature, gone. Banned. Get off our website. This is for children only because we're too lazy to fix it for the App Store.
Yeah, baboos only.
The fuck did you just say?
Baboos only. Well, what did you think I said?
No, I heard you exactly. I just don't know what that means.
Oh, baboos, babies.
Oh, okay.
Baboons. They're all throwing shit around, and
I don't know. You said baboons. I'm like, I feel like it's a racial slur, but I'm not sure which one it is.
Oh no! All right, listen. I know I'm mostly known for my impeccable racial slurs. However, this is not one of those times. This is important.
Anyway, so Tumblr, which I used for like one blog, I think. I don't know. the rest of the site's up in arms. This kind of has to do with the overarching theme of the night, which is, is censorship always necessary? And when is it bad? And in this case, I think it kind of is bad, because one of the things and probably like the memeiest topic was they were outlining, what doesn't belong on the website, and they said like all pornographic material, and that's obviously all adult. But then they said, and I want to pull up the exact wording for this. Hold on.
I was like, this has been a
what is the fucking title?
This has been a spicy meme going on today. Like,
yeah, because honestly, I mean, I'm not on Tumblr.
The female presenting nipples is the term they use.
That's
banned from the website.
Who did the video? Was it
Yes, ProZD did a video where he just read off their press release.
Because I was reading, or I was binging ProZD at work today because I was very bored as usual, and fucking he kept going on about the
can't show any nipples. No
females
can show nips.
No, you can show male.
Yeah, this is
this is
male presenting.
Male presenting nipples.
Equal rights.
Yeah,
right. Get it wrong.
Tumblr's doing this bullshit. But in the show notes, I wrote Tumblr goes commit die. But really, it was our next topic that really did the commit die, and that was Fallout 76 and the fucking pre-order bag controversy.
Bethesda way to look horrible.
Bethesda fucking actually shot themselves in the face.
That's my opinion. What's the meme that applies to this? Oh,
so listeners, anyone who doesn't know what happened, they advertised this bag that you got with pre-ordering. Was it like the deluxe?
No, it wasn't pre-ordering. Just getting the the power armor edition.
Yeah. No, the price needs to be said $200.
Yeah.
So you spent $200 for this premium edition of a game that ended up not being very good. And they advertised this nice-looking canvas duffel bag. And what they sent out was this piece of shit nylon bag. And when people call Bethesda out, they're like, "Oh, well, that was just a mock-up prototype. We didn't know what the real one's going to look like, and it didn't work out. It's too expensive."
Yeah, it wasn't that we didn't know what it would be. It's we did not have the money when it came time to figure it out.
Yes, that's what it translated to.
But they said that the picture was just like a draft. But then you go and you read the description, and the description itself says canvas duffel bag.
It also still says it, maybe? I know it did for a long time.
Said it, and they removed it. But point is, it was originally on there.
They left it for a while. Like, they left it for days after it was popping up on Reddit. They still had it saying, "Hey, this is a fancy
fancy nylon bag and shit."
Canvas was the word I couldn't
canvas, that's right. Yeah. Well, you know what the best part about this was? That they sent out even nicer canvas bags to like all the YouTube streamers who have been promoting the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, for real?
Yeah, that was...
Freeman, damn, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, Freeman, part of the story is apparently all the YouTubers who got review copies of the Power Armor Edition had copies that had good bags in them.
Yeah, like nicer than what was advertised. Like I'm talking like full backpacks. It's fucked.
You fucked.
Dude, this was fucked up. And now apparently I guess people are starting to get like people who actually complained.
Class action, dude.
Yeah, like well, there's that probably, but
no, like there
actually. Oh, there is. Oh,
apparently,
shit.
I don't know if it's directly because of the bag, but people apparently at least one case is being built in California or something like that to be presented.
Of course.
Yeah, this is where the drama kicks in. So people start a class action lawsuit, and then Bethesda starts sending out what amounts to $5 of in-game currency out to people who pre-ordered as an apology. And the thing is, if you accept that apology, you're accepting compensation. You give up your right to a lawsuit because you've been compensated for your loss. And people don't realize that, and that's their sneaky way of getting people out of the class action lawsuit.
The amount of r/gaming posts of "do not take the Bethesda money."
Yeah, for real.
It's like, oh my god, there were so many posts. Do not take the money. You're giving them permission to keep doing this. Do not take the money. Do not take the money.
Don't take the. And also the cash amount value that they're giving away is $5. Is equivalent to $5.
That's exactly how much they spent on those bags.
Yeah, like that's actually like this is like that's horseshit. Like that's these AAA fucking studios are pissing me off. I understand the struggle.
It's real.
Fuck, it's real. I get it. I fucking get it. I have a couple friends in the industry, and they're talking like it's a fucking struggle. But like come on, you can't just sit here and promise one thing and then expect everyone to just be like, "Oh, okay with this."
Yeah, that's fine. What do you mean?
Like, and the fucked up part is they knew exactly what they were doing, and they figured,
and
"Oh, hey,
they know because they sent the good bags to the YouTubers.
Yes.
Yeah.
After
way to declare.
After they said in their words, "Oh, there wasn't enough material."
But there was just enough for the YouTubers.
Just enough for the YouTubers.
Well, we got this first wave out, and we were like, "Oh, better stop doing that then."
Speaking of, I don't even know if it's a good, if Fallout 76 is a good game. But here's
it's apparently not.
not.
I mean, there was plenty of people shitting on that game before this news even came out, so I have to think it's not a super. The general consensus seems to be the game was also pretty poor before this.
Rip.
This is now just media controversy on top of an already game controversy.
Well,
it's like, wow, and then what's Bethesda going to learn from this? The answer is nothing.
They're just going to keep doing the same shit.
Because people are going to buy Fallout 5.
Yeah. Well, no. What is it? Elder Scrolls 6 is next?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
And then Starfield, and they're both on this engine, so you know it's going to be a real humdinger of a success story.
God.
Just can't fucking wait.
What's happening?
Nothing.
I just want to know what's happening.
The old guard is dying. Blizzard is dead. Bethesda's dead. Square Enix can't figure out how to release a game.
Remember the picture that was it was one of the, like, I remember two of them. One of them was the first time the hanging what's his name? You've seen the meme for
James Franco.
James Franco, him hanging.
Oh,
it's his.
Is this your first time?
Yeah, it's like EA's face on James Franco saying "first time" to like Bethesda and Valve and someone and like Blizzard. Yeah, Blizzard, Bethesda, and Valve are lined up, and then James Franco's EA saying "first time" to them, and they're all hanging.
Did you guys actually see that?
What?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Okay.
Oh, the movie?
I heard it was good.
What is that from?
Yeah, it's called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I heard it's good. We haven't watched it though.
Quick review. I actually didn't like it that much.
Oh, really? Interesting. Any particular reason?
The format was fine. I thought the format was okay. It was, I don't know. I think it was the tone of the stories, I guess.
What was it like? What?
Like the first one's kind of like a ballad, and I just didn't like the characters so much. Like, I don't know, it's hard. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I felt, because there was the first one, right, where the guy was singing, Buster Scruggs was singing, and then the second skit was with Liam Neeson, and that just felt dry as well.
So is it like a broken up into pieces movie or something?
Yeah, it's a movie, but like, yeah, it's broken up into different short pieces.
Huh, interesting.
And then the story why the meme is funny is because James Franco, I won't spoil the whole thing. But James Franco
first time.
Yeah, he's about to he's gonna get hanged. Something happens, he gets out of it, and then something else happens, and then so he goes to the gallows again. And like there's a dude like crying his eyes out. And he's like, "Oh, first time, huh?" Like yeah,
and
no, like that
meme was born.
Yeah, like that one was funny. Like that one was cool. And then the one after that I thought was good. And the rest of them, like, I just wasn't feeling it.
But the thing about it was I saw that one for Bethesda, and then there was, I don't even remember. Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
What, for another?
No, there was another meme or something. No, there was another meme or something, but I can't remember. But that was a really good one of EA talking to Bethesda, Blizzard, and Valve. Although Valve's died down very quickly. That was a very timely thing because of Artifact. We didn't talk about that at all, did we, last week, Freeman?
No, it's out, isn't it?
It's out of beta, but Valve already fixed the problem. Okay, basically to sum up 30 seconds of a news story. 2 weeks ago, the new trading card game from Valve came out called Artifact, which is, I think, designed or helped by Richard Garfield.
Designed by Richard Garfield.
Yeah, designed by Richard Garfield, who designed Magic the Gathering. And it came out, and people were immediately mega pissed because the only way to get cards was basically to put in real money, and you could not physically grind for cards like you can in Arena or Hearthstone or any of these other new trading card games.
So the only way to actually get cards is to buy them.
Yeah, but within like 72 hours, Valve had a statement saying, hey, we're adding grinding, and now people are not pissed and like the game. But now people are also bringing up the fact that, like, buying the card game, there's cards for sale on the marketplace that are more expensive than the entire game for the top tier decks.
Oh, you can sell. Oh, I forgot about you.
Yeah, it's marketplace shit. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So there was going to be market price for cards. So we weren't going to talk about Magic, but I just want to tell this for like not even 30 seconds. When it comes to launching digital card games, I think the economy is just as important as figuring out how your game is going to actually work. So like right now, Magic Arena is fun because it uses the current standard Magic rule set, but they still haven't quite figured out how the economy is going to work, how fifth card is going to work, and how they're going to deal with the sets rotating.
Well, fifth card is more of a bug that points to like deep underlying issues than an actual economy thing.
Well,
it affects the economy. Well, but I don't think
it is the economy. It means after you open that fifth card, that one is worth significantly less than any other card.
But I'm saying
opening.
That's not like fixing the fifth card issue isn't like it's going to help the economy, but it's not something like it's not a normal toggle in the economy. You know what I mean? Like Artifact doesn't have a fifth card economy issue.
It only really impacts you once you're deeply invested.
Yeah.
And then the second problem is, what do you do when your cards aren't like legal in the main format? Hearthstone had a huge controversy the first time they had like a rotation and they had to support what I think they call it Wild, which is basically their version of Legacy, which is just anything goes. And that was like a huge growing pain period when Hearthstone was doing that. So if you can figure out those points, you're good. Right now, Artifact is big on trying to make the game itself fun, that they haven't really figured out how's our model going to work.
Funny thing about Artifact is a lot of the people who at least commented on it who are like Magic players said the game's fun, but it is even worse than Magic for watching.
Oh, is it just like hard to understand what's happening?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it at all because honestly, I don't really give a shit about it, but wow.
I'm debating on giving it a shot. Mostly because I have vacation coming up and I got nothing to do. It's either that or grind out Arena during the week. Anyway, let's move on to...
Anyway.
Did we talk about Crackdown yet?
Oh, Crackdown no. Yeah, sure. I guess we could finish. I guess we could move off all. This is just a real short story because Tyler I didn't even know this, but Tyler just told me. Crackdown 3 has a release date, which means we have a release date for mine and Tyler's co-op LP, which is 3 days after this release date.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know if it'll happen that fast, but yeah.
You never know. It might steamroll it.
I would be fine with that because I really enjoyed Crackdown 1. And oh man, is Crackdown 1 backwards compatible with the Xbox One yet?
I don't know.
If it is, I would happily boot up my copy because I have the disc here. But yeah, Crackdown 1 was a ton of fun. I remember playing co-op with it a long time ago with other people. And it was just fun as shit to run around, do kicks that, like, you fly 20 feet down the road while kicking, and a guy goes flying into orbit. And, like, Tyler, I'm sure you remember, like, missions where, there's a house on the edge of the cliff that's full of bad guys. Well, I'll go on a building a mile away and just fire rockets into the compound and then just jump down from a mile up, slam the ground, and then just kick everybody.
I was like, I only did that when I died like 2 or 3 times because I just wanted to kick the shit out of people.
Yep, you always kick them.
And
roll cars over people.
You kick cars, kicking cars into people was so satisfying. And was it I also really enjoyed when you when you boost your driving ability and you get the SUV with the fucking
the hop,
the jump.
The hop.
I like jumping on people.
Oh,
like
Freeman, literally. So, Freeman, you played as an agent of, what is it called? The agency? The dumbest.
Yeah, the agency.
Intentionally, the agency.
It's intentionally. It's all a parody, really. Because the whole thing is like, the agency's actually evil, even though they never went with that story and everything. But, so they have 3. So you can. It's kind of like GTA. You can get cars from the world, bring them back to your garage, and save them and drive them around later. And some of them are really cool, but you get 3 agency cars that you have by default, and one of them turns into the Batmobile with a machine gun. One of them is an SUV that turns into a monster truck that you can charge the hydraulics to hop, and then the other one,
I forgot what the other one was.
The other one was an 18-wheeler truck that it didn't have anything, like you weren't towing anything, but it turned into literally an unstoppable tank. Like it just armored up like crazy, and it had a boost. That's what it was. It had nitro, so you could run like 200 miles down the highway in this fucking 18-wheeler truck, and then blow through everybody.
The DLC was the Doom buggy thing.
Oh,
you remember that?
I barely remember that.
Yeah, that's how much I played this game.
I played it a lot, but back then I didn't get every DLC because I was still living at home.
So I was a loser. I got like everything.
No, I didn't get. It was a big deal when I got Shivering Isles for Oblivion, and that was my favorite game ever. So,
hell yeah.
God, I still remember that. My whole family. That's such a tangent, but my whole family got food poisoning from like bad kielbasa on Easter. So the next day we were all sick except for my mom because she didn't have any, and we're all in the living room by the fireplace, which you guys understand. And I was playing Oblivion on the TV, and I was like, can I please buy Shivering Isles?
Damn.
So my whole family watched me start playing Shivering Isles.
Damn.
Which is the trippiest thing in all of Oblivion.
God, yo, listen. It could always be more awkward.
No, it wasn't that bad.
More awkward.
Honestly, like...
No, I'm saying, I've told this story before.
Oh.
But it could be your dad walking in on you playing No More Heroes.
Oh, shit.
Whacking off the Wiimote. Like that.
Of course.
That is one of the worst.
Yep. You're not wrong.
I'll never forget.
To go back to Crackdown, I'm very excited for this game to finally come out. You know, it's funny, Tyler. Do you feel like this is a kind of Duke Nukem Forever situation or not really?
Or it's never going to come out?
No, where, like, it's been delayed so much that it won't live up to expectations, but also that it just turns out to be shit. I honestly don't expect Crackdown 3 to be shit. But maybe that's just bias? You sound like you're worried.
You sounded super conflicted.
No! Tyler,
you're allowed to say.
No, I'm not allowed to say. That's the thing.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead.
No. You don't understand.
I guess
it goes beyond. It goes beyond.
Even further beyond?
I know things.
Wait, what?
About things, maybe.
What?
What?
Do you know people on the team?
No.
All right, podcast canceled. All right,
Tyler, we're putting... Okay, Tyler, we'll cut this bit out. What are you talking about?
So I have a buddy who works on the testing for this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to... Then just don't say anything else then.
Okay, then this is an NDA issue. All right, we're not talking about
this. This is what?
No. Oh, shit.
No, I say we can cut this part out.
No, we're not going to cut it out because we didn't actually say anything. And I don't feel like editing. But we won't go any further.
There it is.
We won't go any further.
Wow.
You have a friend on the testing team. Who cares? That's fine. We won't talk about it then.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't say their name or anything.
Yeah. There's no details going out.
True.
I am saddened to hear that even tone of voice, though.
I'm always worried because, like, I have been... All right, well, no. I know people.
He knows things.
I know things. I have privileged information.
That's fair, but you also sounded like you were pretty excited for it to come out still.
No, I am.
Oh,
Trust
me. Then that's fine. Then
I am excited regardless.
Okay, well then it's fine. That's all you got to say.
No, there is.
Everyone's excited.
Yeah,
I was more asking. Like,
excited.
that's why I was asking. Do you think, like, just based on the fact that Duke Nukem Forever is still going to be the gold standard of, look, this game took 12 years and it turned into a pile of shit, I feel like Crackdown will at least be fun to play.
Yeah, I don't think it's Duke Nukem status.
Okay, then that's fine. That's all I wanted to. That's all I was asking.
Okay. No. Okay.
But speaking of stuff that people were excited about.
Well, no. So I was gonna say, speaking of something that people know is shit.
Well, people were excited. Word here.
Sure.
Were they actually excited about this fucking thing?
People were excited about the PlayStation 1 Classic.
I had no idea this was coming out.
No, I'm just saying the topic because none of you guys said what we're talking about yet.
Well, I know that, but like...
The goal is to be as obtuse as possible.
I fucking hate it when I listen to our podcast. I'm like, Jesus, none of us said what the topic was for a good like minute into it. Anyway, we're talking about the PS1 Classic and how bad it is.
I had no idea this was like. I remember the NES Classic got announced and everyone was like, "Holy shit!" for months, and I legitimately only think I heard about this when Reddit was complaining about it.
So I viewed people who were happy about the NES Classic the same way I viewed Gen 1ers for Pokemon. The only kind of people who are excited about this are people who haven't played it since the originals came out. If you're part of the Nintendo community, you've been through a lot of shit with us. Anytime anything breaks with online, Nintendo tries to compensate by giving the community like 10 free classic games, and they've done this shit like 4 times now. So anytime something goes wrong, congrats. You now own another copy of Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Original Super Mario Bros, and like 4 other games that everyone's fucking played all the time. So the second they said, we're going to sell you the NES Classic again, I sat there and like, again? Like, is the Virtual Console not a thing? And that's when anytime someone said they were excited, that's how I knew. I'm like, okay, well, you clearly haven't played any of these games since they came out in the 90s. But then they announced the PS1 Classic because Sony's like, oh, we need part of this nostalgia money too. And they came with the games list a while ago, and I remember the only ones that mattered when I saw them were like Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid 1, and Final Fantasy 7. The rest, I honestly couldn't care about.
Let's see here. The best ones on this list.
I want to know what the list is.
I will tell you. All right, so I'll go down the list. I have it up. Final Fantasy 7.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto 1. Shit. Metal Gear Solid.
Wait. I'm not trying to stop the flow, but I have a question before I forget. Do you? Whoa. I didn't play Final Fantasy 7. Tyler, did you? Because I know Freeman probably did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Do you guys think Final Fantasy 7 would have been on here if the remake wasn't already announced?
Wait, was it not on there?
No, it is.
It is.
I'm saying Final Fantasy 7 is on the PS1 Classic. Do you think it still would have been like if they hadn't announced this remake?
Oh yeah, it would have been on there. 7 is like the best selling game for PS1 if I remember correctly.
I figured, but I wanted to confirm. Okay, keep going. Sorry,
I believe that. Metal Gear Solid 1, Ridge Racer 4, Tekken 3, Twisted Metal, Battle Arena, Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby.
Cool Borders 2.
Yo, killer soundtrack. Actually like that game. Destruction Derby, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil's Director's Cut, Persona, Super Puzzle Fighter 2
You don't want to
Turbo.
play Persona 1.
Right? You don't want
to play that game.
Siphon Filter, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Wild Arms, and Wild Arms. That's it.
Okay.
Real quick. So Final Fantasy 7 is the second best-selling PS1 game. It's second only to Gran Turismo, and it barely beats out Gran Turismo 2. So the Japanese fucking love their racing
let's talk about why Gran Turismo is not on this fucking list.
Yo, for real.
You know why? Because that series has been dead for a while.
No. At the time...
Okay, it's dead, but Gran Turismo has been a great series.
Gran Turismo, especially at that time, like, that was the racing game to play.
The first real racer.
Like, tell me why Ridge Racer is on here instead.
Wait, say that one more time?
Ridge Racer.
What series?
You mean Ridge Racer?
Oh my god! I
should have known. I don't even play that game, and I know the fucking Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
God,
like,
that whole
well, no, I actually kind of understand why it's on here. Sony has pushed more of the Ridge Racer franchise, especially in Japan. It's a lot bigger over there than it is here. But holy shit, like Gran Turismo like was the fucking game.
But
PS1.
I mean, to be totally real, I mean, few things age worse than non-arcade driving games.
Yeah. But there's also another driving game on here that didn't age well either, but
what?
The fucking Twisted Metal?
Yeah, it was Twisted Metal. I saw a lot of review videos, and they're all playing some really shitty looking racing game in there.
Wait, which one is it?
I don't know. I don't have a list up right now.
I don't know. Oh, Destruction Derby?
No.
I don't know what Intelligent Cube is or Jumping Flash. Here, let me look this
Those
up.
sound like not racing games.
Wait, is Ridge Racer Type 4 on here?
Yeah, it's Ridge Racer Type 4.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
but
so it's what
like
we're
you
talking
said, they're
about.
trying to push Ridge Racer, and
But
is Ridge Racer a realistic racing game?
Oh, I thought
Like,
you were
is it-
talking about Gran Turismo not aging well, and I was gonna say, oh, there's another one
No,
on here that
I
didn't
was
age well
saying
either.
simulation leaning driving games are some of the worst aging games out there.
Yeah,
I would still play it because, man,
I'm not saying you
most of
wouldn't,
these
but
games-
if
I don't know,
Sony's
man.
building
Tekken
this
3 looks like
package,
butt.
yeah, but it's a
Mr.
fighting game,
Driller-
which is always going to have every fighting game has some uniqueness. Like
Yeah,
but
you-
yeah, this
hell,
is like
look at how
butt.
many people play old Melee. Like Melee is still inherently. Freeman, it's a good
don't
comparison.
talk shit on Melee.
I'm not talking
Oh
shit.
my
I'm saying,
God.
look, generations. We're on Tekken 7 now as the newest one.
Yeah.
Every Tekken game is a little different and has a different cast. So every fighting game, even as shitty as some of them can easily be, still has some unique value, even if it's negative value. So,
Yes, I agree with that. And at the same time, this game looks like butt.
but that's fine. It was Gran Turismo.
Gran Torino.
Gran
Sorry.
Turismo.
God, I should.
All right, we're lingering
Sorry,
too long on a joke that I'm sticking to here. Anyway,
Oh, geez.
This list sucks.
anyway,
I'm gonna
no,
tell you right now,
Does it
The
really?
real point of bringing up the story was Sony fucked it up. So not only are they using what's basically an open source emulator for this,
Oh yeah.
they also lost all of the North American versions of all of these games.
Oh
So
my
they're
God.
using the PAL region versions, which have a
Oh.
bunch of audio differences. So like Resident Evil 1 has this weird ass soundtrack instead of the real one that you grew up playing. So
Jesus.
it's got all these problems with it. Everyone was really excited for this because they're like, oh man, this is great. We're gonna finally get to like rip the legit ROMs, and everyone's like, I don't know if I even want these anymore. So people aren't even ripping
Everyone's
the ROMs
like,
off the classic.
Sony ripped these ROMs from the internet.
Yeah, and
Dude, I almost guarantee you they went on a fucking Emu Paradise.
Doesn't that site not
Probably.
exist because of Nintendo or something?
maybe.
No,
I
it
feel like-
does. It
Didn't
does.
a whole bunch of ROM sites shut down because of Nintendo?
No,
A
shit?
just
lot of them did.
the NES shit is just gone now.
Well, I thought like all the Nintendo.
It was most
just
Nintendo.
NES.
Anyway,
Regardless,
Nintendo
fucking
went and shut down this entire community based in emulation. Oh, sorry, wait, no. Let's finish the PS1 before I make this.
Yeah,
I'll
I
say
was gonna
this
say,
list.
whoa.
I just want to talk about this list real quick, okay? The only ones on here that get the Just Tyler stamp of approval:
I was gonna say.
Final Fantasy VII, MGS, Cool Borders 2. I'll allow it. Oddworld, maybe.
Is Oddworld even good, or is that series
Yeah,
just
no,
sit
it's
around
good.
forever?
It's fun.
I remember
It's
it
dated.
feels like every 6 months I see the name Oddworld pop up, and it's something I've never heard
It's
of before.
dated
and I'm
though.
like, I
It's
don't give a
not.
shit.
It's not as good. It was only good at one point. It's Siphon Filter, low key good.
Really
Low key. No one has played this game. It is good.
interesting.
Well,
Trust
there you
me.
go. There's one good poll.
Resident Evil, probably not because
Yeah, I was gonna say Resident Evil
ROM.
1 has that GameCube version anyway, right? Isn't that
yeah,
the
you
best
would
version?
you would rather play the GameCube version. The only reason why I would ever go back to the PS1 version is just to hear the shitty. No, actually, no, not even the voice lines.
I like the PlayStation 1 version.
No, do you?
So I haven't
So you-
played the GameCube version. That's
I was
the
like,
PlayStation
so are
1
you're okay with the live action fucking scenes in the beginning of
Yeah, they're
beginning
the
of the game?
best.
That's fine.
They're so bad.
No, because I play the GameCube version. I'm like, I can't even go back.
Tyler, how can you like the shitty old voice acting, but not like the shitty old live action?
You know, I don't know.
Aren't they the
I've
same
actually
thing?
thought about it. I've thought about this actually, and I'm like, you know, I got nothing.
Like it sounds like you're saying, "Man, this old shit's so good, but fuck this old shit."
It's the aspect of old shit. I don't know, like it goes into the realm of like, Jesus, this is too much for me to handle. But it's weird because you guys know I love 80s action movies.
Yeah, you
You
do.
guys know.
Yeah, we know.
with good reason.
And I don't know, like I guess it's because it's so jarring and unexpected. I never liked it in the first place, really, even when I was growing up.
Weird.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you, but regardless, I think this list is lame. And if someone were to say want to get something like this, I would recommend going about it a different way, like getting I don't know,
Yo-ho, yo-ho,
retro
Pirate's Life
pie.
for me.
Yeah, yo-ho, yo-ho.
So, how much do you think? Here's a legitimate question for something I just thought of, because I've never bought one of these retro consoles, and to be honest, I'm not that much of a retro gamer, so I probably won't ever. Do you guys think that you would be more interested if there was a service that Sony and Nintendo did where they said, "Hey, log onto this website, pick 20 games, put them on it, and you'll get it in a month, and the price is 2 to 3 times as much as these cost right now"?
So no. I would be more inclined than the current method of paying $10 to $15 for a PlayStation 1 game on the PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
Because that seems like a reasonable price for a game that's so old and outdated.
But like for $50, pick 10 even, just 10 games from the PS1 from a list that Sony says we can get on a PS1 Classic. We will load it up and we will mail it to you, and that way you still can't lock it down, or they have it still locked down. But everybody gets what they want, or
but it's also on one of these novelty plastic boxes that looks like an old video game console.
But those sell like fucking crazy.
No, I'm just saying, if yes, then yes, because there is a novelty to this that adds to the cost.
It's still the shell. It's still the shell. No, I'm not saying like you get a USB drive. No, you get the shell and everything, but they are all custom game listed. But there's less games on it, and you have to wait forever for it to show up in the mail, and it costs more. But you get exactly what you would want.
So here's the thing: this already costs too much. Like if this was if the existing product, not the one you're describing that sounds a lot better, if the existing product was $50, I might be inclined to buy it or buy it as a gift.
Wait, how much is this?
This is $100.
Yeah,
and that's what the problem is. Like this is not worth what they're charging for it. This is not worth what's almost like 2 full price modern games for 20 trash games.
And I'll tell you what,
for isn't $30, the NES Classic only $50?
Yes.
Oh,
but you get lesser quality games. Or no, I shouldn't say that.
Wow.
I shouldn't say that.
I think it was 60. I think the Super Nintendo was like 80, but I'd argue the Super Nintendo games included were better quality than PS1 games.
Better games.
Even though the PS1 games came out later and they have, like 3D graphics and whatnot.
No, yeah,
I'd argue the Super Nintendo games were better.
I'm sure.
Console.
Also, like, honestly, I know people say they're dumb. I know people say they're not tech savvy. But listen, if you have any sort of Google Smarts, just go and get a RetroPie. Just go get a Raspberry Pi, download RetroPie to it. It's not hard.
Listeners, we're not telling you to do anything illegal.
We're not telling you to do anything.
But if you didn't want to pay for this console, there's something you should do.
There are other ways.
Whoa.
I should say. I'm not telling you how to do anything.
Anyway, let's move on, because it's been 45 minutes and we're not even close to the topic yet. All right. So,
man, it looks like another topicless week. Good thing I already named the episode.
So let's rewind this. We were talking about Nintendo deleting emulators, and I was going to say, speaking of things that are ruining IP copyright bullshit on the internet, let's talk about the EU. So as everyone knows, the meme ban law is in effect, Article 13, which actually just amounts to, I think, just intellectual property rights and how you just can't distribute something that you are literally not the sole rights owner to. And it's come out that this is becoming, or maybe a bigger issue than everyone thought for a lot of websites, including but not limited to Twitch, which is, except for a couple corner cases, 100% dependent on people streaming video game content that other companies that aren't in Twitch and aren't the people producing the video made. In addition, memes are at risk. Europe's not able to share memes. It's a big loss to the dank meme community.
Damn, that's like a huge chunk.
YouTube has expressed that this is a big problem because even with their current system of screening new videos coming in, they don't have enough resources to deal with the amount that come in. And I think something about the EU it changes the way safe harbor laws work, such that now YouTube is still responsible for content that its users submit.
That's the big thing, is that the host is now responsible.
The host is now responsible, which means...
So that's why they're all running and ducking and covering.
Yeah, you're going to see more of a zero-tolerance policy regarding this. And for some websites, they may just not operate in certain European countries because it's too much of a risk. Which would
the
suck.
Whole EU, wouldn't that be everything?
You're going to fracture the internet. You're going to... Eventually, it's going to boil down to what's going on with China, where they basically have a separate internet.
Suddenly, Brexit's not looking so bad for all the memers.
Oh, my God. Last one, it's not entirely related to EU laws. These are separate, but any game with paid RNG is also at risk due to semi-related EU rules regarding gambling in video games. This is very interesting.
It's starting to crop up everywhere. Like,
yeah,
this one of the states also doing something with this now.
One of them is because they believe that there's now a link between children who play video games and a tendency towards gambling later in life.
Spoiler, there is.
But like,
I don't think that's a question.
Anyway, no, I'll say that because actually I thought of a good idea, but that's good for the censorship idea. Anyway, moving on. This is very interesting because now different parts of the internet have their own rules, and we're going to see how different places play out. I don't know why I'm tongue twistering there. Blizzard already had the issue with their loot boxes in Overwatch. I forget which country it was outright banned loot boxes. So instead, now
isn't it always China?
It's not China. It's one of the European nations.
Ban it, but
what they did is they've modified the loot boxes so all they give is coins. So it's every time you level up, you get a box that has coins and it always has the same value in it. So now it's basically just like X number of levels per whatever item you choose to unlock.
Holy shit.
Which is not, in theory, it's the same thing, but there's less luck out of it. Now, Overwatch is not the best example, just because there's like, I don't know. It's not like these mobile games. You
can't sell them.
We can whale and become the best, and then you can like resell stuff. With Overwatch, it's just cosmetics. So Overwatch is
cosmetics.
A really good example for this.
More importantly, is cosmetics you cannot sell.
Yeah, I mean,
now if it was like some Team Fortress 2 shit.
I mean, if you look at like mobile games, like what's it called, Fate Grand Order. I think this is now like the highest grossing gacha game. Those aren't tradable, and people are spending like thousands of dollars on this fucking mobile game that's just all RNG loot boxes.
Bam.
And it's probably gonna get shut down in the EU.
And they're all in China.
Nah, they
what the fuck is happening? I'm gonna ask this question again. What's happening?
They found that you need. So you know what happened? All these companies became publicly traded, and now they have to fucking up the quarterly numbers. And the investors get pissy. So like, how do we milk a game we've already released? Because we already invest this money into a game. It's got to return for X months, and that's how you get DLC. Actually, that's how you don't get DLC. That's how you get just fucking extra paid content that's not DLC because it's in the game at launch, and that's how you unlock shit. With money.
With money.
Fuck this. Anyway, let's move on.
Money.
There's a lot of rumors flying regarding the Final Fantasy VII remaster. As far as we know, the Kingdom Hearts 3 director, Tetsuya Nomura, who's also been responsible for the Final Fantasy VII remake, according to some employees, he was... So just to clarify, Final Fantasy VII is being developed in Tokyo at their main branch, and then I think Kingdom Hearts is developed in Osaka. So he's been at the location developing Kingdom Hearts for the last 6 months. And without your director on site to work with the team, you're essentially working without a director. So there's been speculation that one of two things have been happening. The assistant director has basically been running the show, or development has basically paused while Kingdom Hearts 3 was in the final stages. And now that Kingdom Hearts 3 went gold, I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, which means no more development on it. He's now back in Tokyo working on 7 Remake. So chances are we're going to see more news trickle. He was caught up in an interview last week where someone asked him, like, there hasn't been any news that's been canceled. He said, no, like, we have things to announce, but at the same time, Kingdom Hearts 3 is right on the horizon. We're not going to talk about 7 because this is like, this is Kingdom Hearts 3's time to shine. We want everyone to
Kingdom Hearts 3 is literally running next year for Square Enix.
Yeah. Well, it's only running the first 2 months because it's supposedly coming out in February. So Kingdom Hearts 3...
No. I mean, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is defining the success or failure on somewhat of a, like, overall somewhat for Square Enix next year.
Oh, no. Kingdom Hearts 3 is fucking money in the bank. That's not a concern.
I'm not saying it's a concern, but it's certainly the biggest thing coming out next year for Square Enix.
Yeah, definitely. It's just that they're not going to use the 3 months before they're arguably one of the biggest game launches they've had this decade is happening to talk about a game that's still like probably at best 50% through development. No, I'd say it's about 2 years off. Especially given if they switch to full steam on it. Kingdom Hearts 3 was only actually in real development for 3 years.
Yeah, but Friedman, there's another news story that's actually not on here that I just remembered. I don't know about you guys, but in the last 2 weeks or so, I've been hearing people talk about rumors of a console launch in 2020.
You're talking about the Switch Pro?
No, I'm talking about the PS5.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about this yet.
Apparently, there's rumors of that coming, like, because Sony's been backing out of all, like, Sony's not going to E3, which is another news story I forgot about. But they're also not holding, they might not be holding their PlayStation conference next year or whatever. And a lot of people are speculating that the PS5 is coming in, like, either a year or in 2020.
Well, when did the PS4 launch?
Hasn't it
quite
been
a
like
bit of time
almost
ago.
like 3 or 4 years since the two of them came out?
Yeah, I think 4 is like the magic number when, for the most part, they start looking at the next generation.
Well, there was that weird generation for the 360 and PS3 that lasted forever. And I think everyone kind of forgot. Oh, wait, these generations are a lot shorter than we thought.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if, like, I have to imagine Final Fantasy VII Remake is gonna definitely hit the PS5 if possible, if Sony's gonna put all this money into it.
No, I think I know what happened. So the director of Sony was totally at the NVIDIA conference when they revealed the RTX graphics cards, and he's sitting there like, fuck, I want that right now on my PlayStation.
And we already did the Pro thing, so whoops.
Yeah, what else can we do?
Go to a new 5.
PS4 Pro RTX. Let's do it.
God damn it.
I legitimately hope next generation is the end.
End of what?
Like,
consoles?
Stop. Yeah, like, no, just like the feeling that there's always, like, I get that there's the Pro and everything like that. I don't know. Like, we're getting to PlayStation 5.
Yeah. What's your
Can
point?
we, like, fucking chill?
No, dude, the Switch is the 9th console. It's the Nintendo Entertainment System 9. They just don't call it that.
But at least they change form factor. It
Hey,
feels
man,
a lot shittier when it's like, hey, you know that black box? Well, get a new black box. Fucking idiot.
Yo, shit just happens, fam, alright?
Look, if we're gonna make fun of naming conventions, I honestly don't want there to be another Xbox because the lack of naming convention is killing me.
What the fuck are they gonna do? They backed themselves into a corner twice. It's like they somehow dug deeper into the brick
they
wall
just need
behind
to
them
keep
and
backing
found
themselves
one.
into corners until they've backed themselves into 4 corners, and then bam, they've boxed themselves in. Anyway, moving on. That was a terrible fucking
Xbox.
joke. Anyway, who put this one on here? Because I hijacked it.
I mean, I didn't. So
what's
definitely Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Do you want to talk first? Then I'm just gonna yell over you.
Oh, Super Smash Bros. Is coming out.
And
this week. I don't give a shit.
Well, I do, because this game's been fucking hype. No, I'm excited to play it. I had a coworker who we used to play the 3DS version at lunch, and he's like, yo, bring your Switch, we're playing Smash again, so I'm excited.
Oh shit, we also forgot to talk about the leak of Smash.
Oh, I've been ignoring them. I don't want to know what any
No, I'm not saying that.
Mode.
I'm not saying I want to like talk about what got.
Oh, you just want to acknowledge them.
Apparently, there was a thing. What was it? Last week, Freeman? I'm sure you know, or 2 weeks ago, maybe. Probably last week, or probably 2 weeks ago because I heard it on a podcast from last week. Apparently, either last weekend or like a week and a half ago, it seems like in maybe South or Central America or something, someone jacked a copy of Smash off a truck and put it on the internet, and so everyone knows the whole story for the single player campaign, and
damn,
people are already playing it online, which seems like the greatest way to fucking get your console shut down by Nintendo 100%. Ever.
Yeah.
But no, I just it's fucking, that sucks a lot, unequivocally.
Yeah, I remember
it's actually funny. I heard this from the Best Friend podcast, and one of their guys on there who brought up the story was like, I think Nintendo should just release the game or something like that, because this is fucking up everything. But he also sounded like a crazy person, so
it's not. People think they should release it because some dude stole it earlier.
I think the biggest pieces of shit on the planet are the people who do that kind of thing. Because what are they actually getting out of this? Anything? Or just a target on your head? Like, why are you throwing everything away for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know, it's stupid. My one statement about the leaks, for anyone who's curious about this, was I remember when Brawl came out, we didn't know what characters were in it. So I was paying close attention to the leaks to see which characters get announced, but it ruined the fuck out of the single player mode to the point that I don't think I enjoyed it the way I should have. And according to Sakurai, the director of the Smash series, he said it ruined it for him because Sony people didn't get to enjoy the story the way he wanted to present it to you because you already knew the ending going in. So everyone was waiting, like they were waiting for these leaks. Everyone's like, is Captain Falcon in this game or not? I need to know. And part of the upside of him, revealing the entire roster from the start was he's like, don't fucking look for spoilers. They're all here. Everything else is on you. You want to ruin the fucking story? Go ahead. And that's not exactly how he worded it, but that's pretty much what he said.
It's disappointing. This is one of those cases, like, maybe we have too many people on the planet because, like...
Damn, wow.
Damn,
Thanos wasn't wrong.
You know that there's, like, so many people who are hyped for this game. Because of how many shitty people exist, you're guaranteed to have a few fuckwads who are like, let's pull it off the truck that we know is coming in because our friend told us, and we're going to upload the whole thing. Like, yeah. God, I wish we lived in a world where that didn't happen for a game like this. Because I don't care about playing Smash ever, but, like...
We're collecting the stones. It has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hashtag Thanos wasn't wrong.
I mean, that is one of the subreddits that gets to the top of Reddit all the time.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, we got to keep going. Yeah, we're almost at an hour.
All right, last one. Sony Japan president says the PS4 censorship policy is to match global standards and protect kids. And this is why he's wrong. So the Sony president he's claiming that we got to protect the kids argument, except a majority of the games that are getting censored are already rated M.
Wow.
Which means kids can't play these games.
Well, or you're admitting that you're failing to screen, that everyone's failing to screen kids.
Yeah, I remember the top comment was, yo, this isn't your job. This is the ESRB's job. Why are you
it's not even the ESRB's job.
It's not even, it's like GameStop's
the ESRB
job.
is the one who's supposed to say, is this appropriate for kids, and put a label on it. You're not supposed to say, is this appropriate for kids, and fucking ban it from the United States.
But the person who's really at fault is fucking GameStop, who sells it to the kid who's too young, or the parent who gives it to the kid who's not old enough.
So their big argument is that a lot of these sales are coming from digital, and you don't have someone to actually check if it's a kid buying or not. And most parents
so you have an account, which means the parents are fucking up.
Well, the parents have to set up like child locks on it, and I can tell you right now, most parents don't know how to do that. I probably don't even know how to set up child locks on my own PS4, mostly because why the fuck would I ever do that?
I mean, Google exists.
See,
you're
right.
It's the parents' fault.
It's the parents' fault. But Sony's like, no, we need to protect our kids. No Fortnite with those Xbox losers, and no boob jiggle physics in your beach volleyball games.
Whatever.
No! I'll be damned. No, they can't take that away from me. That's what I live for.
Yeah, right. I live for it too, because you know what those jiggly games are all part of?
Oh, here we go.
They're all part of my Weeeb shit. All right, we're here. We made it to the real news section with just 58 minutes on the clock here. So let's go through these.
I was complaining because I went on Amazon to check something real quick, and it said Freeman's present was delayed, but it's still gonna get there in time.
All right, that's what I like to hear. It's a struggle, but it'll still happen.
Sorry.
So the Weeeb shit. One of the shows that I haven't watched this season, I know me, Val, and Luigi are probably gonna all watch it at the same time. A Place Farther Than the Universe. This is one of those calm, relaxing, makes you feel good about life kind of shows.
What? I want to watch that.
You know, did you like the second half of Laid Back Camp that you watched?
I never. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna.
I mean, I made fun of it relentlessly, but
Okay, this is the same kind of show where it's just like it's a cutesy, comfortable show where not much really goes wrong. There's not too much plot. It's more just about enjoying the atmosphere. This show placed on New York Times top 10 shows of 2018. They had three lists with different categories. One was like shows in general, one was on streaming services, and one was international shows. And I think number 7 was A Place Farther Than the Universe. Wow. So, it's getting acknowledged by people who don't watch anime. So take that as you may.
Yeah, it's
pretty good recognition. I'm probably gonna watch that show during vacation because I need something to relax with. Moving on to some outraged Netflix news. So last week I forgave Netflix because they had acquired the international rights to Evangelion, something no one else has been able to do because of the fucking licensing issues surrounding Eva. And then controversy struck when they said, no, we're not keeping the original dub. And the internet lost its goddamn mind. But then once the dust settled, two camps had formed. One who violently love the original dub, and then the other group who are like, hey, original dub's not that good.
Damn.
And they're right, the original dub's not that good, but the original cast is pretty good. I like the original cast because they've, all except for one actress, have come back to do all of the Rebuild Eva movies, and I still love their dub voice actors and actresses. But this boiled down to a dispute of whether Netflix is just trying to replace it because they don't think the dub is good or not. And a bunch of kind of, I'll put it, prolific Western anime media folks. So the guy who owns Right Stuff Anime, one of the biggest like DVD distributors, the guy who runs Answer Man, one of the biggest blogs on the Anime News Network, a bunch of these guys were all discussing amongst themselves on Twitter, and there's a public thread for this, and they're trying to figure out why didn't they get the dub, and someone's trying to explain that ADV, the studio, they used to be one of the biggest dubbing agencies, kind of rivaling Funimation in the 90s. They used to just buy up series left and right, and one of those was Evangelion, but they, air quotes, went bankrupt. And generally when a company goes bankrupt, the rights to all of the dubbing assets would go to the parent company, Gainax, who owns Evangelion. In the case of ADV, it was really weird. They did everything they could to avoid going bankrupt, including forming subsidiary companies who would then purchase the debt from the main company.
Oh, no.
Only one of those subsidiary companies still exists. They're known as Sentai Filmworks, who they probably produce the most number of like Blu-rays for anime right now. But point is, ADV still technically exists, even though it's not a company and no one actually owns it. So somewhere, someone has the rights to the dubbing assets of the original Evangelion dub, so they couldn't get it if they wanted to.
Damn.
So
God,
now,
damn it.
So now the general tone is, I guess Netflix doesn't have a choice. But now the real question is, are they going to try and get the original cast? Because knowing Netflix, they're just going to like give it away to Aniplex of America, who's going to get that one fucking dude who's the main character in every goddamn show to voice Shinji. Goddamn.
So what
anyway,
you're saying is, right now on Netflix, there's only the subs.
So right now there's nothing yet.
Oh, it's not even out yet.
They're gonna have to redub it. They're treating this like one of their simul launches where it launches in all languages at the same time.
Oh, so it's not going to come out for a while because of that.
No, they still need to dub it again, so it's gonna be a while. But they do have the rights, and they said 2019. But then more controversy hit when they announced the live-action Cowboy Bebop.
Nope.
Which just brings along the manga anime adaptation, Netflix adaptation jokes.
Oh, you mean like how My Hero is also getting one?
Yeah, but it's not a Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, but who cares? It's still shit.
There's one thing to be live action, because live action is trash. It's another thing to be a live action Netflix adaptation, because then it's even trashier. Like, I don't think they're gonna do this. It goes without saying. It's gonna fucking blow. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck. Why do people have to just ruin my animes like this?
You know, I have to say, as much as I completely agree with you guys that these always turn out to be shit, because they do. I feel like if this was something else, like, you know how there's always, like, everybody has that, there's always an industry where people are like, no, just give it one more chance and it'll succeed this time.
No.
Like, Tyler, I get no is the reaction, but
no.
Like,
no.
Every industry has this thing, or there's always things that people are like, we gotta keep trying because we'll eventually get it.
Well, when? When is it gonna stop?
Tyler, I don't know. We could say the same thing about video game movies.
We've been saying this. Action. Yeah, and they've been doing them since the 80s, and literally each one has sucked.
Yeah, but
each
Tyler,
one has
the
tanked.
next one is gonna do it. It's what they say in every one of those meetings where they
want to
die.
Money. This is awful.
Every meeting opens with the line, okay, I know last 50 times didn't go well, but this time we have this guy and this girl, and now we're finally in a position to actually give the people what they want. And then you get the Assassin's Creed movie where Michael Fassbender was like, yeah, I like Assassin's Creed. This is gonna go great. And then it was still a fucking bad movie from what I heard, because I didn't actually see
So the problem with anime adaptations is people say like, oh, look at how popular it is. We want to capitalize on that popularity. But the problem is the people who like Thing A aren't going to like the live action version of Thing A. The people who want the live action version aren't the people who go and watch fucking anime.
Freeman, you can't say that because My Hero.
But like, do you think
the My Hero live action?
No, because they think that because that's popular, they're gonna pull in the audience. But I guarantee you, like, no one's gonna say I want to see the live action because it's Hero Academia.
You're absolutely correct.
Like,
well,
it's
some
this,
people
it's this
will.
mix of marketing that the people who do want to see it in live action aren't the fan base that made it popular originally. And there's that huge disconnect that no one addresses.
Look at all the money.
Yeah, like, oh, it's popular. People must want to see it. But, like, I don't understand how we're this late in the game and they don't get it.
Because they always see dollar. You know what else? If you look how shitty the CG is in all these movies, how cheap are these movies to make?
Yeah, they're probably
Death
pulling
Note
some kind of a profit.
probably still earned Netflix money.
The thing with Netflix is you don't make more money because the movie was good. It has to increase like viewer retention. Otherwise, the movie doesn't itself generate any money.
Guarantee it did.
I mean, I really doubt the Death Note live action movie did anything for him.
Aren't they doing more?
They're making a sequel.
Fuck you. Fuck you. That means it did.
Oh my god.
That means in Netflix's eyes, it did well enough that they're going to make more because it probably cost them very little, and they're just going to do it again.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not going to watch it. I'm going
to watch it.
See?
Damn it,
Friedman, you are literally part of the problem.
No, I'm not, because I was going to pay for Netflix regardless of when that movie came out.
God.
But we just said it. The eyes on it are what matters, and if you're going to open it up, bam, that data, you're a data point.
How am I supposed to review this movie if I don't watch it?
Because you don't fucking watch it because it doesn't matter.
No, but I need to review it. I need to have an informed opinion so I can properly shit on it.
Why?
Because otherwise,
so I can properly shit on it.
Journalistic integrity.
We don't have that here.
Yes, at the Weeeb shit,
don't have that
I do. Don't lump me in with the other news. Anyway, last Netflix piece.
Don't lump us in with Kotaku.
After holding it hostage, Netflix has released the entire Hero Mask anime. Of the 6 people who I know who are watching it, and by 6 people I mean 6 people on the internet who are watching it, they say it's good and more people should watch it. This particular release that came in the middle of a season where no one's like looking to pick up new shows brought up a big issue with Netflix dumping shows at once, is that it makes it hard to build a community around watching a show. No one can really discuss it because nobody knows what episode everyone's on. When you have a weekly airing show, the general consensus is everyone's caught up. So you can have a discussion that week, and it's always what's come out up till now. But the second
Speaking
the show
of caught up, hey Slimo. No, I'm kidding. Go.
I gotta watch the new one. It's getting so good. But now that Hero Mask is out, no one wants to discuss it till they get to the last episode, and then all the discussion is there. But until I see that people are discussing, I'm hesitant to trust a show. If I go to a discussion and see 5 people talked about an episode, that indicates to me that a lot of the people didn't see value in the show and didn't want to watch it. But I don't have that kind of visibility on this. And this is it like an anime community specific thing, just because of the way that we do weekly discussions. I don't know how it is for other shows. I don't know. Tyler, you watch Supernatural. Is there a lot of fan discussion week to week?
You know what? I'll tell you something.
Here we go.
So I never, ever, and you don't have to believe me, but this is the truth. I never went to an online discussion for Supernatural because I was fully aware, like 100% aware of what Tumblr was prior to going into the show. So, to avoid my eyes being burned out of my socket, I avoided such things, even though I really did want to. I wanted to, but I knew for my sanity, I shouldn't.
Oh my god.
But I know that there is. It's there because if there then how do these fandoms happen? Like, how does all these fan theories that all of a sudden just come to life happen? And I know this because I have other friends that apparently watch the show still. Had no idea. They're just super closet about it until I bring it up. I watched the show. And you know what? It's for good
You would
reason.
be closet if you could be, yeah.
It's always the fan theories. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So, Darling the Frank's a shitty anime, but watching it week to week speculating about when it was gonna suddenly shift into something insane, that was what kept me watching, was everyone talking about what it could be. And for a show like Hero Mask, I'm not going to have that. I'm going to watch it all in a row. Or even Be the Beginning, one show that I did actually watch. I had a lot of questions and I had a lot of theories, and it wasn't worth trying to look them up because everyone just binged it and watched to the ending anyway.
Yeah. Well, I have these discussions all the time with people, though. And it's weird because, to me, it's weird because a lot of the times, right, you used to watch a show And even if it was on data, like let's say Dragon Ball Z, right? You can go to school and be like, "Yo, did you catch that episode of Dragon Ball Z last night?" And they're like, "Hell yeah!" And then you talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And now,
hell yeah,
hell yeah! But now instead, it's like, "Oh, I'm on episode 3. You got to pick up the slack. I can't talk about this until episode. You're at least on 5."
Yeah. And then by the time everyone's caught up, no one's interested anymore because it was 3 months ago.
Yeah. And I don't know, that I miss that. I miss the weekly airing of shows because then I could talk about it. But everybody's like, "Oh, but I love the conveniency. I can watch it on my own time, or I could binge it. I don't give a shit about what everybody has to say. I'll just talk to you when you've finished it." It's like, I think it's lame. I think it kills the experience. I agree with you.
Unfortunately, Netflix is a normie company, so they really don't care. But this is absolutely destroying the anime community surrounding any of their shows. Like shows like Little Witch Academia should have been like a cornerstone of the anime community, and they aren't because no one was talking about it when it came out. And now you basically have to only have endgame discussions. You can't have theories. You can't have little bits of reactions. Like I remember there was that show, Laid Back Camp. I fucking love the show. They had 2 episodes where they reference as one gag. And both those episodes are now legendary because of that gag. And seeing that gag, go throughout the show, people like bring up points where it should show up again. Like that discussion doesn't happen for Netflix shows, and it's not going to, and it fucking blows.
No, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Anyway, so let's sandwich the news. That was the bad news. Let's go on to the good news, and then we'll get into some of the bad news. So the good news is Adult Swim and Crunchyroll have teamed up to produce a new Blade Runner anime project.
Yeah, my dick is hard for this.
For anyone who watched the promo they had done for the last Blade Runner movie, the little anime bit they set up was pretty cool, but because it was only 1 episode, they couldn't really do a lot with it. So I'm super excited to see what they do with a full series.
So Tyler, I actually got to say I'm a little surprised you're this into the idea. I'm not surprised you're into it, but to say you're that excited because didn't you not really like 2049?
It was meh. I liked the story was confusing. It felt like they were trying to fit a lot of things in. Stylistically, though, it was cool.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, you mean Blade Runner 2049, like the movie?
Yeah.
Oh no, I like the movie.
It was the original.
Overall, it was yeah.
Oh, you're not super into the. Oh.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah. Everybody can flame me now. I don't like the original Blade Runner. However, I have to say this before I get flamed. I respect the movie for what it is and what it has done for cinema and the cyberpunk genre. I have to give that respect because without it, we wouldn't really get a lot of the stuff that we have today. And I gotta hats off to that. But I think Deckard Cain is such a fucking loser. I think, I honestly think that this is my opinion. Everybody can fucking say what they want, but I think that was Harrison Ford's worst role.
Wow.
Yeah. I said it.
No, okay.
I fucking said it. The whole movie, I know it's supposed to
time to die. Time.
It's a short thing, but the whole movie, and I know it's supposed to be maybe his character. He's supposed to resemble this noir detective, but it doesn't seem like he's interested at all in whatever he does. And
I mean, isn't that kind of the idea, or the whole he might be he's a replicant kind of thing? Isn't that where that argument all kind of comes from?
I guess. I
feel like that is. I mean, I honestly don't super know because it has been a while.
There's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things that you can go back and dissect it and blah blah blah.
I mean, that's one of those movies that really has been fucking dissected to death.
Because Ridley Scott can't fucking tell a good story half the time.
He can make a really
knows if it's
movie,
good.
But...
He can make a movie, just the fucking story is iffy. The story is iffy. Everything else about that movie was fucking fantastic. The set design, even the concept, the story concept is pretty fucking cool. Right? I'm okay, this is all right. And then it gives that question of should AI be considered as humans? Blah 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 blah. But then you're gonna hit me with the fucking he might be a replicant too. The unicorn at the end symbolize like no fuck you.
Yeah, but
Actually,
Tyler,
go fuck
every cult movie, especially one with such an aesthetic, the aesthetic honestly plays into it a lot.
But this is like some
which is why Tyler's excited for this anime series.
No, this anime
That's
series. Fair. Well, also it's got. I'm kind of biased because homie that did fucking Cowboy Bebop is working on it.
Wow.
Yeah, so and you guys know me. I really like this aesthetic.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I could go on because I had to study Blade Runner in college for like one of my film classes. Or like the film class that I took.
God, I wish I could have taken like 5.
They were cool.
I would have studied film forever.
It would have been great. Except she gave us shit movies. Like,
no way.
Dude, she gave us like, 13 Monkeys? Have you seen that movie, Tim?
No.
Movie's poo-poo dookie. So. Don't ever see it.
Oh, dude, our extra credit was Lawrence of Arabia. We had On the Waterfront. We had.
All right, those are some good fucking movies.
We had. I can't even remember a few more, but there were some, like 1 or 2 maybe wasn't a pure banger, but the rest were all like.
Nah, I'll say those sound like bangers. Fucking, you know what isn't a banger? 13 Monkeys. And that got a show. Well, I'll tell you what. It's got Bruce Willis, and he's hit or miss with me. But the main reason is that it has time travel.
Monkeys about
was it the one where he's like sent back in time?
Yes.
Okay, I know the movie you're talking about. It's not very good.
No, it's not good.
Wait, Freeman's seen it? Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw it in my sci-fi film study class.
Yeah, like
you had a sci-fi study class?
Yeah,
everybody's got shit.
The like one good elective I had in college during my senior year.
I mean, I took film study when I was in Utah, and that was great, but I would have taken like another one. God damn it.
Yeah, but then you'd have to watch. You'd have to suffer through 13 Monkeys.
Yeah, but for us, Freeman, what else was in that class?
We had a lot of shitty movies, like Well, there's some good ones. Like we had The Matrix, the original Star Wars. We had Terminator 2.
Okay, well,
but then you go further back, like
fucking turn it around.
You also had Alien, but then you go further back.
Yeah.
You had what is it? 2001: Space Odyssey. But then you go before that, and you had we had a lot of the silent film era. We had a lot of really shitty ones that weren't very good.
Man, those are movies like everybody.
Also like the Body Snatchers, which were interesting, but like they're also super dated.
Yeah,
a lot of the old Alien movies we saw. Like honestly, the first time we saw like a modern movie was like 3/4 of the way through the course.
How is that possible? You said you had Alien, the original Star Wars trilogy, Terminator 2, and The Matrix?
Yeah, we saw a movie every session for a whole semester.
Oh, wow.
But like the first 3/4 were like these fucking old ass movies. So that's the last like a third of it was a lot of fun.
I kind of understand it a little bit, but still, yeah, that last third, I would do that whole class just for that last third.
Yes, that was like 2 movies a week for like 16 weeks. So the last 5 weeks were fire.
I would still do it just for shitty old sci-fi movies. Like, do you guys watch The Blob?
Yeah, like forever ago.
That would have been all. No, I'm saying
yeah.
in the class, yeah.
Not in the class,
I'm saying if the class had shown like The Blob or something, that's awesome.
Yo, Tim, move back to New Jersey. And then
all right, you guys are talking about too much Western bullshit. This is my weeb shit. Let me have
I don't want to not move
Get
back
your
to
American flag out of my Western ideals.
Get your Westaboo shit out of my weeaboo shit. Anyway,
I want to keep his ideals.
I'm trying to get us moving along, even though I think we've already gone on way too long.
Yeah, why don't you come out here? You're the only one who still hasn't, motherfucker.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. I don't want to talk about this Funimation shit. I want to talk about this ignorant shit at the bottom of this.
No, I'm saving it for last. It's really good. What do you want to talk about it? Fine. So I added this as our fun little closer, but fuck it. Tyler noticed.
No. Freeman, hold your ideals. Keep going with the Funimation.
Yeah, hold the ideals.
All right, fine. We'll save the dessert for last. So,
yeah, seriously.
Not keeping your ideals. Funimation has announced they're partnering up with Hulu. That's right.
Okay, yeah.
Sony sold out of the Crunchyroll agreement to fucking hand over Funimation's library to what's now essentially Disney's extra streaming service, Hulu.
Nice.
So now Hulu is going to have exclusive rights to future Funimation dubs, simulcast, all that nonsense. They were advertising that Hulu as now the official exclusive home of Attack on Titan and Hero Academia, despite the fact that Crunchyroll still has licensing agreements that let them have season 4 of Hero when it comes out next year. But beyond season 4, that's going to be Hulu exclusive. So that's where we're at now. Go pony up your $12 a month for commercial-free Hulu to enjoy your Funimation
We're not
anime.
doing that.
Yes, you are.
Nope.
Are you really going to not
Nope.
keep your ideals in 2020?
I have no intention of subscribing to another streaming service.
You know, all things considered, as much as I'm bitching at Funimation, Hulu's not that bad of a streaming service. Especially considering all the good shit that used to be on Netflix is now on Hulu. It's not that bad of a deal.
Still bullshit.
I don't want to have two service. I'm tired of this. We've talked that we had a whole
too bad. I have fucking
discussion.
6 services just to watch all anime.
That's your decision.
And it's a decision that you're gonna have to make too.
Fuck off. No, I'm not.
You can be a
Ocean.
subscriber
Fuck
too.
off. No, I'm not.
I'll find a home at the high seas. Fuck you.
Damn. damn.
Try to support my industry here. And
Look, I want to binge
fucking
anyway.
One Piece rolls in, telling me that's
I'd
what I'm
rather-
gonna watch
Damn.
anime.
And
I'd
this
rather
nigga
binge
says he
anyway,
wants to
fuck this.
binge to what a
Dude,
fucking.
I fucking
piece
hate
of
watching
shit.
slime every week for 20 minutes. It feels like the littlest taste of nothing every
That's
time you watch
why
it in
you
chunks.
do what I do, and you watch 16 airing anime at the same time. So that
Yeah,
was
wow.
always something to watch.
No way. I'm not gonna. I don't have that many
You
shows that I
complain
can
that there's
pretend to
not
care
enough
about.
shows out, but not enough episodes out. But there's a whole sea of things to try.
But you complain about how much of it's shit.
Well, this season's really good. There's like legitimately 8 good
This
shows.
season's
Right now.
alright though.
This season's amazing.
But this one's special.
This one is special. This whole year has been great. 2018 was the year of anime. It was been
Oh my
fucking
God.
amazing so far.
Holy shit.
It's been great, despite everything I may have said. 2018, all things considered, was one of the best years in anime. Like, this is rivaling 2006. And 2006 was a big fucking year. We had Haruhi Suzumiya, we had Gurren Lagann, we had Code Geass, we had fucking everything in 2006. And this is like
More
right
like
up there with it.
gay ass.
Get the fuck out of my weave.
Fucking
Anyway,
jeez.
now to depress everyone.
Yeah, really.
I just saw this while we were. You guys were talking about something for way too. Oh, we were talking about we're still on the PS1 Classic when I saw this news.
I don't know what this is.
So Jaden Smith releases a music video.
And right there. No, you don't need any
Oh
more
my
than
God.
Jaden
The
Smith.
music video is called Goku. This is one of the shittiest songs I've ever heard. But in the music video, he's firing off Kamehameha waves. He's going Super Saiyan.
Oh my god.
And there's a lot of Japanese in this. I don't know what the fuck is going on or who's paying for this shit. But like,
I don't know who's
this
paying
is
for this.
really,
shit.
this is a bad song. Go listen to it because this is
I
fucking.
really don't want to.
terrible.
I don't
This
want
is
it.
great.
Fucking
I'm not going
Jane
to.
Smith.
Wait,
Yes,
is
you
it on
guys.
YouTube?
Yes, it is. I'm about to link it.
No, I'm looking
Alright.
at trending. I want to see.
It wouldn't be on trending. Not this.
Why
this
not?
ain't on trending.
I wouldn't.
Oh no,
This isn't worth
but
trending.
Sweet Victory is at like number 10 right
of
now.
course it is.
Oh, because of that stupid. I don't
SpongeBob
even want to
shit.
go into that.
Well,
shit.
also because Netflix put out the the HD version on YouTube for everyone to watch.
Oh, of course they
So
did.
everyone's like, "Yay, we finally have a good source that's not a fucking shitty rip of an old episode of Sweet Victory." So now we can all meme around it. Nope.
this
Yo,
Oh,
fucking
not seeing-
Jaden Smith. I remember. I
God.
think he's been trying to fucking what's it called?
He's trying to be anime now.
Outshit himself. Yeah.
He had his own anime. He had Neo Yokio. Now he's trying to do
Yeah.
it in real life. Like he's trying to play Goku in the next live action Dragon Ball Z movie. I swear.
Yeah, okay.
Can I just say, I regret going to fucking trending because it just reminds me how 99% of YouTube is
It's
just
all
fucking
garbage.
cancer.
Yeah.
Jake Paul fans.
Like, oh my god, so much of this. And it's so funny to read also on because I was scrolling through the Reddit thread yesterday about the Markiplier live stream to support PewDiePie staying ahead of whatever T-cell or whatever. That's not even a news story. We're not even trying to talk about that. But people were like, oh yeah, YouTubers always complain. Like, they don't want to do the clickbaity thumbnails, but they have to. Oh my god. Everybody hates it, but it's what gets you views. And I'm just like, Jesus. Nothing makes me feel more justified in that I didn't even attempt, like, not even try and fail. I didn't even attempt to do YouTube as any kind of career. And I'm so thankful I was smart enough to not do that because YouTube is the most miserable. Like, what the fuck are some of, like, okay, Captain Marvel is currently at top. Fine. Still need to watch that. I'm not going to watch that trailer. Dude Perfect, world record exercise ball surfing.
Oh, real quick, so you brought up Captain Marvel. The poster came out yesterday, and she legit looks like she's going Super Saiyan on the cover. I think this looks really cool.
Actually, the trailer thumbnail shows her hair popping up a little bit.
God,
Get me excited for a movie I didn't care about. Oh man.
I got fucking
The Ellen
cancer
Show.
from
Ryan
watching
Reynolds
that
has
shit.
had enough of Frozen. YouTubers react to Ariana Grande.
All right,
Thank
get the
you.
fuck
Next.
out of here. Tyler, what were we about to say?
The Chainsmokers. The
I
Feeling.
watched
Live
that
from Victoria's
music
Secret
video.
2018.
Half of it, and I got cancer. I got stage.
But you
4
got the part where he's launching the Super Saiyan. Sorry,
Yeah.
launching the going, I want to be Goku.
Jane Smith, if you're listening to this, just stop. You're not your dad.
You can't stop this budget.
I'm not clicking on your link. I'm
I
not doing it.
can't, but
Tim, you need to.
I'm not looking at
Listeners,
this shit.
if we can get 100 likes, Tim will watch
Fuck
the
off.
Jaden Smith music video.
Tim will,
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you know every third week when we release an episode, you get you hear it first.
Being the best / worst ever. Redskins versus Eagles, Week 13
All right, get
highlights.
the fuck
Conan
off trending. This isn't
surprises
funny
Japanese fans. AirPods 2 and 3 leak.
All right, guys. As always, this has been Friedman, and we'll see you guys next time.
yeah, peace.
All right. So what
But
are we?
no,
actually
we're
doing?
still
All right.
we're still here.
I think we left it
Unfortunately.
long enough. I think we left it long
I
enough
thought you
that
guys
people
were
might have
legitimately
turned it
ending
off.
it.
No. The goal was to try to let people actually stop.
Well,
Yeah.
do we not want to do closing?
No, we're
Do
not.
we not want to do close?
What? No, we're gonna do the. Are we not doing the topic? Is it too
I wasn't
late?
sure. We're already at an hour 30.
It's 10
10
o'clock
here, which means I have to quiet down.
Why don't we just keep dicking around and push it again? Because we always do.
Man, I
Then
love
I'm gonna
having
not participate. I'm gonna have to talk like this for the rest of the episode.
my topic
Yeah, that's part of it. Too.
getting shit on for the 5th time in a
You
row.
guys spoke
Tyler-
about the PlayStation 1 Classic for 25 minutes.
That's
I know, it was great, wasn't it?
true.
That's
was
the thing. We
fucking
have a lot
awesome.
of news, and you guys stretched it.
Good.
We're fucks, alright. I don't know what you want from me.
Look, we get to chat once a week outside of D&D on Thursdays, and maybe our Sunday hangouts that we've been doing on Discord as well. Like, this is our chance to talk shit with each other that we just don't get because we don't live in
talk
New
shit,
Jersey anymore.
alright.
Yeah, I know.
Or
actually.
or maybe I just
I chose.
shit.
I know what words I used.
yeah.
Meek
I
Mill,
don't know.
Going Bad, featuring Drake.
Oh my god,
I
get the
try
fuck
doodle
off
art.
trending.
Can you not? Actually, yeah, can you not?
I can't. Okay, I'm gone. Hey, look, there's Mother's Basement's new video about Zombieland Saga.
Oh, he
my
did one about
God.
zombie. All right, this sounds like now I have to.
He
actually
did
watch it.
another Zombieland Saga video.
I've been holding off on it, but Luigi's pushing me super hard to give it a shot.
Oh wait, I only know that because I went to home instead of subscriptions. Whoops.
Plot twist.
He updated that a few.
Plot twist.
Man, I don't know about you guys, but my YouTube fucking hyperlink on Chrome and everywhere has been subscribers direct for years now. Ever since YouTube made it so when you link, you don't see your subscriptions. You see that stupid home recommended
Oh, it's your
tab.
default one. It goes
yeah.
to feed subscriptions instead of the homepage.
I mean, I linked to the subscriptions tab, so yeah, it does that by
Oh,
default
okay.
when I click my hyperlink. But if you just go to youtube.com, it does the recommended bullshit instead, which I only use at work because I don't want to subscribe to anything on my work account.
Yeah. No, I'm ballsy and just stay logged into my normal one at work.
Oh, see, no, I don't want work to have any possible touch of my actual Gmail account.
Oh yeah, because I always get dumb stuff in the sidebar if I ever have to open anything. Anyway,
Man.
Anyway,
Oh, wait,
so what
That-
are we on air right now?
yeah, we still are.
Oh, I
What are
wasn't
you
sure.
talking
I
about?
wasn't sure if we paused it and we're gonna jump
Oh.
back in.
There is one other thing that I'm excited is going to happen when we're back in. So this is kind of jumping ahead to closing a little bit, but not to actually do closing. But we're like we said last week, me and Val are going home for our early holiday trip this Friday, and we're going to miss the podcast next week because we're going to be enjoying family and these guys when we're back home. But one thing that came out 2 days ago that me, Freeman, and Tyler and Luigi at least are going to watch. I don't care if the girls don't see it.
Oh,
But JonTron's Flex Tape 2
Oh my
video
God,
came out.
yeah.
I'm struggling so hard not to watch it.
Dude,
Everyone I know is constantly
dude.
referencing it, making memes.
YouTube, both here and at work, every day if I click off of my if I click off of subscriptions to home, right now the most recommended video from YouTube for me is Flexing 2.
God
Dude, #1 video on every video I watch. The next up video is
JonTron
always flexing too. Like, I can't escape it. It's following me.
So apparently, also according to Reddit, there's now controversy about John again.
What did he do this time?
Of course.
I think it's more just that people are resurfacing everything because he hasn't done a video in a while, so it's all coming back out.
Everyone's rediscovering his whole.
Look, John's a white supremacist. And he's a racist and wants to murder all immigrants or something. That's a reasonable thing that he said.
Nice.
I don't even really give a shit about it.
I kind of do.
Don't give a shit if he's a white supremacist.
Look, man,
mostly because I don't think he is.
Look.
He probably ain't.
There was once a man who wanted to get rid of everyone from his country who he deemed a foreign enemy.
Oh dear fucking god!
And then America had to step in and fix the problem with that. So I don't
America.
Yeah,
but America had no problem with some of his good friends at the time killing all of his own guys. No problem with that. Though.
We are not getting into historical.
We're not going to.
No, we are.
My favorite meme about World War II is that Italy just kind of like gets off scot-free out of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, because they thought ahead and booted their guy before the end.
Yeah.
And that redeemed them completely, I guess. Anyway, we're not talking about fucking World War II.
So guys, so since we're not talking about World War II, I have some great World War I jokes. I want to now. Fuck it. Move on.
Oh God.
Oh wait, shit! I almost asked for your guys' opinion on what I got Luigi for Christmas, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, he might listen to this podcast."
He doesn't listen to this.
Yes, he does.
He won't listen to it this week. I can tell you that much.
Why?
He always listens on a 1-week delay. Luigi, if you're listening, the date is
don't
probably
believe this.
on or after December 11th.
Well, I'll tell you what.
If I'm wrong, I'll get you something.
I'm glad you
next time we play D&D.
You didn't say anything last week, Tim, because you were like, "Oh, I was thinking of getting Tyler fucking Crash." And I decided not.
Oh shit! You did listen to the podcast.
I heard. I listened.
I fucking no. I see. That's why I said I didn't get you Crash because I was thinking about it.
It's like this dude.
Well, because you were talking about enjoying Spyro, and I was like, oh, the people I always associate Crash and Spyro kind of together. So, but no, it's fine.
But
I
no,
didn't get
it's
it for
fine.
you. I found something else.
Surprisingly, neither of those were on the PS1 Classic.
Well, they did just.
Yeah, it was probably an informed
decision.
They just don't want to do remakes.
I mean, you can imagine how much longer the remakes were in development than the fucking PS1 Classic.
Than the emulator they ripped off of that website.
The project that the fucking like 2 employees over a weekend designed this thing after buying an NES Classic, being like, we could do this for more money and cheaper, get more money for cheaper.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
That's it. Cancel the remaster. We're just gonna do this.
Oh my god. Could you... Okay, so what if... Do you think the package would be worth more if one game on the package was the only way to get an HD re-release of something? Let's say... No, I can't do Final Fantasy because that's too far off. What's like a minor game on there that maybe an HD remake? Like, what if they did Metal Gear? Would you buy it just for HD Metal Gear?
It's
okay, what if they...
Snakes.
Okay, what if they took that and shoved it on this PS1 Classic?
No.
Why?
Just no.
It doesn't make any sense. I can't get behind this.
I can't do that. No.
That's fine. I'm not buying it, so I don't really give a shit. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals because I can.
Also, Nintendo owns that.
What?
Nintendo owns the remaster.
It came out on the GameCube.
You described a very odd hypothetical scenario that actually happened, and now it's weird. Yeah.
Well,
how do I
fucking know?
Except for Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0.
Oh god, that's the weirdest
That came out on the
fucking
PS4.
Capcom and Konami.
Yeah, they're on some other shit, but
Capcom's been okay.
Dude,
fun note.
Suck it.
I've seen the remaster or the remake of Resident Evil 2. It's coming out in January, and
oh yeah, people are
on
hyped for that.
Sale right now.
What?
At Walmart for $48
on sale.
What?
Well, it's for sale, not on sale.
Wow, talk about a worthwhile pre-order. Actually,
sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna pre-order this shit after we're done with this. $48.
Oh, also, you know what game came out that I need to play in the future, but apparently is not starting off too hard. How did motherfucker? Yeah, Darksiders 3 came out, and okay, I'm on Steam right now. Reviews are mixed. 62% are positive right now. It came out a week ago today, and no one knew about it because I saw tons of advertising for this game, but I don't remember ever in my life having been seeing. I never in my life do I remember having seen a actual release date for this game come out, and then bam, it's just out already. Lot of mixed about this. And having just finished my Darksiders 1 Let's Play. I definitely am planning on doing 2 probably at the beginning of 2019 at this point. Or even starting by the end of this year, depending on how long it takes to finish Yakuza and Deus Ex. But, man, this game's going to be another buy it on sale one for me. Kind of like Shadows of the Tomb Raider. Partially just because I have so many games. Like, I was talking to Tyler yesterday about it. Like, I still have so many games I should Let's Play or play for myself on Steam already. That just buying these games at full price just to have them languish for like 4 months is just impossible to do now. So my only solution is, well, might as well wait for a sale anyway, especially because we have the winter sale coming up probably in like 2 weeks.
Oh no, my wallet can't take this.
Even though we just had the autumn sale like a week ago.
And we just had Black Friday 2 weeks
doesn't make
ago.
any sense.
I can't be doing this shit anymore.
What,
I spent too much money.
Yeah. That's why well, I spent a lot too, but mostly on Magic cards. But anyway. But honestly, though, like, Tyler, I was telling you, like, I have too many games.
Yeah?
God, I wish there was, like, a hide all button on Steam and then let me unhide some games because I would easily hide. So, how many games do I have on Steam right now?
It's pretty rough.
What am I at? I'm at over 500 now. I'm at like 512. I have 337 things hidden on Steam right now.
335.
Yeah. Out of the 175 still visible games or whatever things, I could probably hide another 100 of them.
I guess I have way more than me. Let's open mine and see what we got.
Like, I still have Alan Wake unhidden because I still want to do American Nightmare someday, but like... Fuck, Age of Wonders 3? I should just hide that game. I'm never gonna fucking play that game.
Damn. The fuck is this?
But, like, there's so many games. Like, I can't justify spending $60 on Darksiders just to play it in April, and when it would be so much cheaper anyway. Oh, what did Freeman just send?
Made Zelda's ass real nice. Freeman sent a meme. It was funny.
Yeah. Freeman can share it if he wants, but it sounds like he's busy right now.
Is he? What's he doing?
Actually, I need to buy Darksiders 2 when this Steam sale happens because I actually don't have it on PC. I only had it on Xbox.
Damn.
So I gotta get on that. I don't even know how I had Darksiders 1 on PC. I played that on Xbox.
I have Darksiders 1. No, I borrowed Darksiders 1 from a friend and I played it on the 360. And
that's how I played it originally.
I was only able to get Darksiders 2 because it was on sale for the PS3.
Oh, yeah, you're really...
Yeah, the podcast mic died.
Oh, nice. Just like mine.
Yeah,
just like mine does.
I lost the Audacity recording. I mean, I have most of it, just not recording the rest of this.
That's okay. Watch it be the one time my thing like explodes, and it's just like lost podcast.
Anyway, now we lost access to my nice sounding voice. Now I just get this piece of shit.
That's okay. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's so funny actually looking into people talking about Darksiders 3 though. Because some people are like, oh man, the first game was real kind of shit, but the second game is one of my favorite games ever. And I'm like, I like the first game a lot more than the second game. Like, the second game wasn't bad, but I don't know, I could never, part of the problem, I think, is I read the book, where it's like, oh, look, Death has like 3 pieces of gear that are really cool. And then you play, look, it's this loot game where you get like new pair of pants every 5 feet, and it's like, it doesn't feel like it's on theme for the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Like, you're not an up-and-coming hero. You're a millennia-old Nephilim Horseman of the Apocalypse. Like, why is your gear changing all the time?
It is a little weird.
Oh, anyway,
it just feels.
But to answer the original question, I only have 95 games on Steam, so I have way more self-control.
Let's see. All right.
But my thing's not my thing was not a self-control issue. I was telling this to Tyler. My thing was much more, hey, look, it's a humble bundle. It has 12 indie games. I care about one of them. Let's buy it because it's still like $3. And I did that for like the first 10 humble bundles.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just in, big news. Life is Strange 2, Episode 2, coming out in January.
No.
I'm sure you and 5 other people.
Hey, man.
Damn,
There's way more than me and the 4 other people who are really excited about the game.
Damn, nigga. Jesus.
Shots fired, yo.
Yeah, this is a popular game series. Don't hate on it. Don't hate on it the way I hated on the version that Tyler's friend
Yeah,
worked
I was
on.
gonna say.
Damn.
Well, yeah, really.
Damn.
No, the mainline series is good though. I'm loving this.
Oh, loving it. Still that much enjoyment.
Dude, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1 was really good.
Oh, okay.
I thought I talked about this.
You talked about it, but I thought I remembered it being like pretty good, but not quite as good as the
setup
first
episode.
one.
I need to see where it goes with it. Anyway, but for the meme I was supposed to read out when we found out my mic wasn't working.
Oh yeah,
Sony,
I thought you were gonna, and
yeah,
then you vanished.
I started reading it, and then you guys like, Friedman, I guess you're not going to. I'm like, way to cut me off in the middle, and then no one responded. I'm like, oh no, and I checked my
because
feed.
your mic died.
Sony,
You cut
Sony.
yourself off.
All right, so here's
You
what the
played
meme
yourself.
was. It was Sony, we're going to censor your anime titties. Tumblr, we're going to ban your anime titties. Nintendo, we made Zelda's ass real fucking nice.
Hell yeah.
This is a spicy one, not gonna
That was
lie.
beautiful. And then
Oh
all the
my
comments for
God.
that are just people posting pictures of Snake's ass in Brawl.
Why do I even have Duke Nukem Forever?
What? That was random.
Why
That's
I have-
a very important
I don't
question
know. I was
to
just looking at my Steam library while you were finishing talking.
That was
Man,
random
my
as
Steam library
hell.
is still with so many Weeeb games. Holy shit.
Ugh. Why do I even have that? I don't even fucking know.
The best part is all the variants of Half-Life 2 in my library.
Oh dear God. I mean, what did I have? Like, all the old Telltale games that I got from Humble Bundles, like the Back to the Future one, where every different game or every episode was its own launcher and installer.
Yep.
So, like, I have 5 Sam and Max games that I'm never, ever gonna play.
I want to. I started playing those games,
Ugh,
and then I
it's just...
stopped because of other reasons.
Oh shit! I already own Stick of Truth. Oh yeah, I do. I told that to you yesterday, Tyler.
I hit the RPG problem with that, where I played like half of it, put it down, and now I like don't want to pick it
Oh,
up
now
again.
you're done. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Never going back. I mean, that's honestly part of why I'm never gonna finish the Fallout series at all, is because Fallout 3 stopped halfway through. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Oh, this is such a... For anyone who owns lots of Star Wars games on Steam, this is one of the most frustrating things ever. So every single Star Wars game has, in all capital letters, Star Wars, TM, and then the name of the game, except Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original version, not the shitty new one,
Oh man.
has just the lowercase word Star Wars and then no TM. So it just sits and looks like this ugly duckling in the whole list of 20 Star Wars games on Steam.
Damn.
It's really fucking funny looking. But it's still in alphabetical order, correct? Or whatever order this is. I don't even know what this order is. Oh, some of them have a colon and some of them don't. Fucking weird. Whoever designed that's a psychopath. We're not really talking about
This
anymore,
is
so
the
we should
first
probably...
problem that the TNT podcast deals with on a daily basis.
Shadow Warrior Classic Redux. I'm never gonna play that.
Yeah,
game,
this
even though I
is
want
the
to.
real white privilege.
Saints Row the Third. I'm never gonna play that game.
Good,
again.
because that game is fucking
Game was interesting.
not
Yeah, that
good.
game was okay. Saints Row 4, I actually started doing a Let's Play co-op with a guy I used to do a lot of videos with, this guy named Nick, for anyone listening to the podcast remembers him, years ago. But we ran into constant crashing issues, and apparently it was a problem with the game, like on PC, and we literally never found a fix, and I haven't talked to him in a while. Mostly just because busyness, but I would love to still do Saints Row 4 co-op. It was fun for the 5 minutes we got to do it, but fucking Never gonna find time to play that. Let's hide that game from the library.
Oh man.
Shank 1 and Shank 2. I really enjoyed the Shank game. I'm never gonna play Shank again, probably. I'll just play Mark of the Ninja if I'm gonna play one of those again.
Oh no, it's staring at me. I still need
Shadow Warrior 1.
to
I'm still not
play
gonna play that game ever again.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Shovel Knight,
God,
never
it's
gonna
gonna
play the
happen.
DLC for that game ever. Sleeping Dogs, never gonna play that game again. Even though I'd love to play Sleeping Dogs again, I'm just never gonna play that game again.
All right.
Oh, new Tomb Raider, never gonna play.
All right,
that
this has gone
again.
on way too long. Time to get into weeks.
All right, Freeman, if you want to talk about weeks so bad, then talk about your weeks
Oh
so
fuck! I
bad.
didn't know it was gonna be me first. I
Me too.
am going to stall for time while I think about what
Tyler, how
I
dare you co-opt that
doing.
movie? Never gonna play Rise of the Tomb Raider again.
Something's happening this week. I'm trying to remember what it is.
I don't know.
God,
I mean, I forgot.
I don't even.
Bastion, I'm never gonna play that again.
It's Hanukkah this week. Oh no, I remember what I was gonna do. So I ordered.
Oh yeah, Chanukah.
I thought you were making a joke about us coming home and pretending to forget.
No, I'm not. There was something on top of my head, and I remember what it was. So I ordered a Pixel 3 during the Black Friday sale.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, FedEx is fucking up my deliveries. They said all day it's out for delivery, but it was still inbound to Secaucus. And then at the end of the day, it says that it's leaving Jersey City, despite the fact that it never actually arrived at Secaucus. So which means it was on the wrong truck, and they finally found it at Jersey City today. So they're now 2 days late for my delivery. Fucking losers at FedEx. The point is, I'm gonna get my new phone. I'm gonna spend probably the week messing around with it and trying new features and actually doing cell phone photography, which I've never done because my current phone's a piece of shit.
Damn.
What do you have right now again? Remind
So
me.
I have the Galaxy S7 Edge, but something's wrong with mine, and the processor has been super wonky for the last year. So like apps take forever to open. It's ridiculous. So I can't wait to run on a cell phone with a working processor. I can finally get some reasonable app run speeds here. So I'll spend way too much time on my phone this week is what that amounts to. But that should be it until the weekend. We do have scheduled hangouts.
A fair number of them.
Yeah, a decent number. I'm excited to play Commander. I haven't touched any of my Commander decks since the last time we all met up in person.
I've had Kess on my desk laid out because I need to figure out mana stuff. Literally this entire podcast.
Yeah, I gotta look into some fixing up Sisay a little bit before you guys get here.
All sounds like Chinese to me.
Ever again.
Yeah, let's not do Magic news because there was none this week. But that's
never
pretty
gonna
much
play Fez
for my week. Tyler, you want to go next?
Sure. I mean, I forgot Tim and Val were coming down. So like,
that's okay. I forgot to. Fuck you.
Wow, man, there's so many things. I went to Arizona last week. I'm so popular.
Did you do anything fun? We didn't really get to talk to you about it. Did you have anything like really fun that happened in Arizona, or just hanging out with people and seeing people was fun?
Yeah, pretty much that. I don't think there was ever really a lull in me doing things there. Like immediately when I got off the plane, my old roommate was like, "Yo, what do you want to do?" I was like, "Well, I don't know. Today's like the only day I'll hang out with you. You want to go to the gun range? Because you want to go to the gun range?" He's like, "Yeah."
Well, hell yeah.
And so we went, and I tried out this $3,200 AR.
Whoa.
And I'm like, man, this is the sickest fucking thing.
Oh shit, Tyler, you're gonna get to meet my brother. Have you ever met my brother?
Not formally, no.
Because him and his well. Ooh, I really shouldn't say that on camera. Just absolute. If I fucked it up, I'd be in big trouble. I'll say it off camera, but
well, you can say it off camera.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend are going to be there that weekend, and they're probably still going to be around Sunday. I don't know. Oh wait. Oh, now I'm remembering what we talked about before the podcast.
Yeah,
maybe you won't. But
how much I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, shut up. He's the guy who has that really sick AR actually.
Oh yeah.
He got from her dad actually when he was selling a bunch of guns.
Oh
but
damn.
You could still talk to my dad or him about guns plenty, Tyler.
I'm sure. I'm sure I could. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. No, I would like to talk about I always talk about guns. I saw a lot of things there that I couldn't buy in New Jersey.
Yeah.
like
That's
stuff.
one of the funny things about going other places.
Right. I mean, it's like honestly, it's stuff I would never need, like a 60 round drum magazine. I would never need that, and nor do I want it. But I just thought it was interesting that I can't buy that. I could buy that here. Yeah, I mean, I went around to literally all the places that I used to eat. Like that was great. I saw how within the last 2 years I've been gone, so many things have changed. It's kind of weird. Like some things have stayed, some things haven't stayed, and now seeing that change is very interesting. And then
I mean, it's practically the same for me and Val going home because of that new development.
Oh yeah, true.
On Daily Field there. Yeah, that's like, hey, a building showed up in the last 6 months.
There's a lot of buildings there now. You're gonna be very shocked when you see it.
I know. I'm pretty. It's exciting.
As far as this weekend goes, hanging out with you guys. Basically that.
Oh, fuck, Tyler.
What?
Don't spoil anything because I actually super want to see it. But how was Wreck-It Ralph 2? Because you saw that yesterday.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
Interesting.
I liked it a lot.
Okay. I'm hopeful.
When are you gonna
actually coming from.
I don't know. We might actually try to. I was talking to my sister on the phone last night. Me, her, and maybe Val, if she wants to go or something, might do like a Monday day or Tuesday day while we're home thing.
I mean, I don't know if this says anything, but I wasn't the biggest fan of Wreck-It Ralph. I thought it was just okay.
Oh, I loved it.
And I came out of Wreck-It Ralph being like, oh yeah, this was great.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's just my 2 cents. Playing more D&D. Playing too much D&D.
Begrudgingly.
Oh god.
Begrudgingly.
Grr. Fantasy game.
So much nerd shit. Can't let people know I do all this nerd shit.
Even though everyone you know at this point knows you do nerd shit.
Yeah, I know. Leslie's funny. She's like, I don't know what to get you for Christmas. I was like, what do you mean? I'm not difficult. She's like, what? Yeah,
Yeah, you are.
You are.
How am I difficult? She even
because
said
you buy random shit, so it's always like throwing at a dartboard of if we're gonna
She's like,
hit a
oh, you like
spot.
guns and nerd shit. I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah, one of those things is a lot more expensive than the other.
Listen, they're both expensive. They're both really expensive hobbies.
Players find secret emulation menu hidden.
No,
in
we're not
PlayStation
going down this
Classic.
rabbit hole, Tim. What are you?
I was scrolling through Google. It's okay.
You're weak. We've established that you're coming back home.
So, speaking of my week, while you guys were both talking about your weeks, I was highlighting games to hide, and I got it down from 175 to 85 already.
Jesus.
Oh wow. That's like a lot of games you didn't need to.
And honestly, no, for the hidden. Yeah, my hidden's up to 427. I could easily probably cut this down another 20 pretty easily.
Hidden is up to 427.
Yeah, but so much of this shit. So much of it's just... And you know what sucks? If I ever have to next time I wipe out this computer, that list goes away. Like, this doesn't get saved to your profile, which sucks. I wish there was a way I could set across everything forever. These are hidden games I don't want to see because when I reinstall Windows and reinstall Steam, this list is going to be gone. I'm going to have to re-hide 427 fucking games.
Damn.
I'm going to hate myself. But anyway, Freeman's... Oh, no, your mic
No,
died from
I'm
before.
still here.
Sorry, I just saw that from before. My week, going home. Other than that, obviously, because there's lots of D&D, hanging out, seeing family and such. As far as YouTube, I finally recorded Yakuza 0 again for the first time in over a month 2 days ago, and then yesterday I did a second session. I'll probably try to get one more done tomorrow so that I have enough videos, because Deus Ex, I finished the entire Deus Ex Mankind Divided story, and it was 30 parts. And episode 6 came out 2 days ago.
Wow.
Or sorry, yesterday. No, sorry. Yesterday was 9. So there's 21 more parts. That's 7 more sessions to release. Plus, I decided I'm probably going to do all the side missions that are like standalone stuff. See what those are like to get my full worth out of the game. But the problem with Yakuza 0 was, I think I've talked about it, but each of the characters has this business to earn money and unlock their fourth style of fighting style. And Majima's is such ass. I finally just threw my hands up and I was like, I need to make progress in this story. I don't feel like grinding this bullshit. I also don't really feel like I have time to grind in the holiday season. So fuck it. We're just not going to probably finish Majima's side thing. And he won't get his fourth style, which kind of stinks because it's a cool knife style, but I just don't care at this point.
Damn.
But I made a lot of story progress over the last 2 days, so I feel like Yakuza, if I get enough sessions in on like holidays and stuff like that, maybe I'll finish Yakuza before the end of the year. I don't think it'll release, but it'll definitely. I think I could actually finish Yakuza 0, which would be great because then I could finally open up that slot for something like Rise of the Tomb Raider or something. Because Yakuza has been a slot since August, so like I've released 40. The 40th part came out 8 hours ago, and I've already recorded up to 46, and there's probably going to be at least 4 more sessions. So. That's getting up to the 60s. Other than those 2 games, I'm trying to think ahead. We're going to try to see Wreck-It Ralph. I'm trying to think ahead just because technically we're talking about 2 weeks since we're definitely missing the podcast next week. D&D's been really spicy. We got in 2 sessions of D&D since last time.
It's getting spicy.
We're dead next.
Gave these guys
we're gonna die.
Yeah, I gave these guys some very, very exciting abilities. Doing that whole level up weapon thing I talked about last week. I think.
Great if they could actually hit shit.
Hey man, you try swatting a wasp with a quarterstaff.
Yeah. For those of you at home, so they're currently fighting in an arena, and 2 days ago we had our last session. And the first wave was werewolves called Balverines, if you know Fable, which was fine. And then the next wave was 20 wasps and a wasp queen as a throwback to Fable 1's first main quest. And the fight ended with Leslie and Val fighting the wasp queen. Who was it? Tyler fighting Tyler was fighting 2 little wasps by himself, and Friedman and Luigi are both over in the corner swinging at 1 wasp and unable to hit it.
The finale was an amazing twist. So Luigi rolls a 1 and he stabs me in the leg, bringing me down to 1 health. I fall down, and since I'm just fed up trying to fight this, I'm like, that's it. I'm going to use a mage hand to just hold this hornet in place. And I remember Tyler's like, can you do that? I'm like, it's probably.
And then I said it was fine.
Then I rolled a 20 and you let me crush it using mage hand.
I was so tired of it. Even though it was funny, I was like, fine, just for the meme, you force choke the wasp and it explodes. And then they finish the fight. And now they're fighting a rock troll. No, sorry, an earth troll. Rock trolls are tougher. And they're all like almost dead. The crowd had to throw them health potions because they're so fucking dead.
We dead.
I actually realized you guys probably should have died even that round because I forgot to keep ticking poison on Tyler and Leslie, but I just decided to say fuck it and let you guys get
that whole encounter was just...
We were fine. We would be fine if we hit anything. I put out so much. I put so much buffs.
So the real thing of it was the wasps had very high AC because their dexterity is obviously crazy high because they're wasps.
And the problem was that I, as a mage who has 0 strength, was attacking with a melee weapon.
Ran out of spells.
So all I left is like Ray of Frost, but like, it's not that much easier to hit. And at this point, like, how do I put this? I have 0 modifiers onto my like melee attacks, and Luigi has negative modifiers. So Tyler, your buffs were like barely canceling out his negatives. I think he was still in a negative
breaking even
attacks, and I think he had AC of 16. So he had to beat 16 with a -1 modifier. So he had a 1 in 10 shot of it working.
As 1 in 10,
because he had to get above a 17.
You mean 17 or higher?
No, he had a -1 modifier, and you needed to beat 16.
Yeah, so he had to roll 18, 19, or 20.
Oh, shit, sorry, it's 3 out of 20, not 2 out of 20. Oh, forget it. 15% chance.
Still hilarious.
Never happened every single time.
Which was funny because when you guys first stepped into the arena in the last session before Tyler went on vacation.
Oh, we did really well. We were super confident.
Luigi fucking double killed on the first fucking 2 turns of the thing.
Yeah, that was.
And then you guys got weapon powers and somehow did worse. Although to be fair, none of your powers are that good yet. But
well, like mine didn't trigger yet, so.
But you can't use yours yet. Val's doesn't do anything. Luigi's doesn't do anything. Tyler didn't use his yet at all, and
yeah, because everybody was already
Leslie's
blessed.
doesn't do anything. I said they stack.
Oh, oh shit!
Oh
yes,
shit!
I told. Oh wait, did I say that to everybody on Sunday when we were hanging out and talking about it? But I didn't actually tell you that.
No, you did. You
Shit.
mentioned that someone's abilities stack. I just don't remember what it.
Yeah, Tyler stacks. Tyler, that even though it's called, I called it. What's it called? Leslie's ability.
Was Inspire Courage.
Yeah, whatever I called it,
that would have been
It's
amazing to know.
Well, now you know, and now I'll save your guys' life in the fight, and you'll look like a big hero. You're welcome.
What do you mean? I've been keeping the whole team alive.
That's super true. You have. Been
I
keeping
feel
everybody
like
on their
if
feet.
I didn't take cleric, we all would have died already.
Tyler, let me tell you something though. You are not going to be if Val makes some good life choices with her shield on some higher tier abilities. You are not going to be alone.
That's fine.
Like you're going to get some shit, but she will also be able to do like some let's throw up the Reinhardt shield level stuff.
That's fine. As long as we don't die.
Weeks away. All right, so let's end the podcast because we've been going on.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening to this. We didn't even take a break this time.
Nope.
I need to edit this and get uploads done because
Gotta...
I only have 2 more nights of taking care of this shit before we're gone for 5 days.
Yay.
But thank you all very much for listening. Like I said, we'll be off next week, but we will be back the week after to do our pre-Christmas. So yeah, we're going to have not next week, then we're going to have the week after, and then we're probably going to miss 2 weeks for Christmas and the New Year.
But not Chanukah.
Yeah, what the fuck? My family's in tonight. I'm going to go hang out with them after this. I put in the extra effort, gave up my Jewish holiday for this podcast.
Wait,
I can't get the same decency for on Christmas.
Yeah, come on, man.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, be a little bit more considerate to our
in case you can't tell,
Jewish population.
I'm overhyping the significance of Hanukkah. It's a very minor Jewish holiday in the grand scheme of things.
I think honestly most people who aren't Jewish hype it up because it falls around Christmas.
People think it's Christmas must be important, but Hanukkah is literally the only reason it's as big as it is just to compete with Christmas. It's not actually that significant.
Just to say we have something to...
Like, it also didn't used to be a gift-giving holiday till Christmas rolled around.
Well, yeah.
That's okay, Freeman. We still just, like, give you presents in a general sense when we're around for Christmas.
No, it's fine. I accept Christmas presents because I'm also giving Christmas presents. I'm not giving you guys delayed Hanukkah presents.
I'm giving you guys stuff from my culture.
Hey, I still remember the first round of Christmas presents where Leslie gave me a pack of Kaladesh cards, but she squiggled a yarmulke and payet onto Dovin Bond's face on the pack. I think I still have that pack lying around somewhere. That was so funny.
I was gonna say you better have kept that one.
I definitely did. It's somewhere in my room. I still have it.
Oh yeah, Freeman. It looks like I'm gonna be able to run an errand on Friday before we come home and pick up a certain box to bring back with me.
Oh my god.
To possibly draft, but probably not. Probably just open for funsies.
Hey, if you want to play a quick round of Sealed.
Yo, actually though, might happen.
All right.
I bought extra perfect fits.
Oh man.
Anyway,
right,
we're finally gonna stop. Thank you everyone
great.
for listening. This has been the TNT podcast. My name is Timpedia.
I'm Friedman.
I'm just Tyler.
And we will catch you guys next time.
Yeah.